Lads, how are you doing?
Not too bad, thank you, Frank.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's a different sort of opening this week because we've got a third person in the beginning of the show.
We do.
We're the sort of elder statesmen. No, we can't really call ourselves elder. I can, but...
We're the regular fixtures, Frank.
What I was going to say, we're sort of the Anton Deck of non-league football, aren't we?
Are we?
Anton Deck.
I'm sure they knew what they were doing once. But...
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Well, you remember when they first started out and they started singing?
Oh yeah, PJ and Duncan.
Go on, give us a song then.
Absolutely not.
Come on,
Bloody
give us a
awful.
song.
They're bloody awful. I can't remember what. Let's get ready to rumble.
Rumble,
Let's get
yeah.
ready to rumble, yeah.
Exactly. I think
Which was is a clue to what's coming up in the show.
Go on, we're having a quiz. What year was that?
1996.
Is it?
I'm not a clue. I'm just warming him up for the quiz.
Somebody will have to Google, like I said, I'm going to. Anyway, listen, I had some really, really heartbreaking, devastating news earlier on in the week.
You forgot to press record again.
No.
Okay, good.
Much more serious than that. It was sort of sombre drum roll, if we like. I wish you'd take this serious. I'm really upset, by the way.
Yes, apparently, so you can stop smirking about the whole thing. Okay.
Well, the St. Helens branch of Mecca is closing down.
Shut up, is it?
It's closing down, yes.
So even your financial investiture couldn't keep it open?
Is that where you go, Mecca?
It is.
Yeah, the Mecca Bingo in St. Helens. Well, we go to a couple, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
But
Is the Sheldon still at the concourse?
No.
That's well gone.
That used to be a cinema, didn't it? Focus 1 and 2.
Right.
And then it went to a bingo hall, Sheldon's.
Sheldon's.
And then it went back to a cinema, I think it was called Capital Cinemas. And that
2 years out.
94.
94.
It was the year I was born.
Oh, right. So you shouldn't really know anything about Anton Deck, should you?
No, I do know about Anton Deck, but obviously it's round.
I'm going to have to get you a little bowl because that'll drive me potty there.
Okay.
I know, I'll drive everyone listening potty as well.
I know, yeah.
Sorry, lad.
So anyway, let's get back to the serious point that I made there. Mecca Bingo is closing down on the 7th of June, and I'm absolutely devastated. And we have a history where bingo halls close down. And I know you're not taking it serious at all. You're ready to spam.
Hey, I've got a history of bingo halls.
I know you have, yeah. Where
are you going to go then?
Well, we don't know. But so we
to Wigan.
Well, the thing is,
Club 3000 at Wigan.
We have a history of bingo halls closing down. So we used to go to the one in Southport on Lord Street. That was a Mecca Bingo as well, and that closed down.
Oh.
So when Darren, one of the main bingo callers in St. Helens,
one you really like,
once he realised that we'd been to the one that was closed down in Southport as well, he thinks that we're now responsible for the closure of St. Helens.
Can understand his logic, to be fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But listen, there's a serious thing behind this because obviously a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, be made redundant.
Yes.
And a lot of people that have formed relationships and friendships, and you don't really consider this, but it becomes very much a community. You're still laughing, aren't you? Particularly you.
Me? I'm laughing because you're laughing.
I'm devastated. I've not been able to sleep.
He's laughing.
You can't.
I get it because I used to work in a bingo.
Yeah, well, you used to work in a bingo. Was he your
dad?
I
worked when I was like 17, only on 1 day a week, but my dad was a bingo manager for 30 odd years.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So
I know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who go to bingo will go 7 nights a week.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't go 7 nights a week.
And literally spend fortunes in there. But it is like they all know each other, and that's my experience of it.
Wow, when the fun
But in the olden days, they used to have the slot machines where you put money in.
They did. Oh, they've not got them there now?
No, now you have to put notes in.
Oh, right, okay.
And then when you retrieve your money or your winnings, you get a ticket.
Get a voucher thing, yeah.
You get a voucher now, yeah. So it's all.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
It's all changed.
Lots of money in them things.
But it's not the only one. It's not the only branch of Mecca that's going to be closing down. There's one.
Closing a few, are they?
Yeah, they're closing one in Sunderland, I think.
My dad worked for Mecca for a while.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, yeah.
Which one?
Oh, well, I don't know if it was a Mecca then, but the Rio. I drove past it the other day. It's houses now, flats. You know,
where's that?
Go through Kirby.
Yeah,
the 57 as if you're going into Liverpool.
Yeah.
Just past Kirby Golf Club on the right.
Yeah.
It's on the left hand side there. So
it
was a Rio. He worked for one in Norris Green, which I don't know if that's still going either.
Yeah, the one in. It's not called Norris Green, is it? What's it called?
It's not called
Notty Ash.
Notty Ash, sorry, that was it. Yeah.
The one in Notty Ash is
still there. He worked for a few Meccas, yeah.
Yeah. So there's only a few sort of in the vicinity now. I think Lee is one of them.
Mecca-wise?
Yeah, Notty Ash is the other. So they're the closest to us. Of course, we do go to the Mecca in Exeter. That's getting closed down as well. So this is another one that we've been to that's getting closed down as well. So what it is, though, they're a great bunch of people, and they're like a comedy duo. So there's Darren and Matty, and they're like a comedy.
Well, that's it. You get to know everyone who works there as well, don't you?
Yeah, but they're funny. So you go to Club 3000 in Wigan, and it's very sort of clinical.
Yes, it is. I've been there before.
Yeah.
I tried to raise immediate laughter.
There's no laughter. There's no laughter at all.
They take it very seriously at the Club 2000 in Wigan.
Yeah.
Nobody laughs when the number 60.
Could you be quiet at the back, please?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm going to miss all of that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
So I've got to go to some sort of bingo hall now that's got no personality. Better money. Costs less to go and play in there, but it's as boring as...
We should set one up when Skem get their own ground.
Play on all them iPads and stuff now, though, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
You play on
it's
them
not
all
the
real
same.
tickets.
Yeah, but you know what? You could spend a fortune on them things.
But do you use them or just real tickets?
No, I barred myself from... Oh, yeah, sorry. So in the club, they have the max boards.
Yeah.
So you play on the max board. So you pay your fee before you... and it sets you up. So you get like a silver, bronze, and a bronze, silver and gold package, platinum package.
So there's no original tickets anymore now?
Oh, yeah, you can still get them.
If I ever went to bingo, and it's been a long time since I've been to bingo, I'd want the original tickets and my dabber.
we did. When we started back going to... Because what it is, the fascination with bingo started when we were going on holiday. So every time we were on holiday, they played one game of bingo at 9 o'clock in the hotel. So you know when you're abroad?
Yes.
Bit of sunshine, and then you pay, I don't know, maybe €10 for your tickets, and you can win probably up to 1,000, but you've only got that one game.
It's not bad.
So that's where and it was just one game, and it lasted forever really because they took the time and they used all the terminology like what's it, 10?
Like Two Fat Ladies, 88.
Yeah, Two Fat Ladies, number 10, Skelmersdale Den, and all that malarkey, legs 11, and what have you. So it lasted. Yeah, it lasted. Oh, you see, you need to come along with us.
He's learning.
Yeah. So that's where the fascinations started, and then of course we went to the one in Southport that closed down. We've been to the one in Exeter. That's closing down as well as the one in St. Helens.
They were getting hired by rival bingos to go to other ones.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't tell them that I'm an insider for the Mecca for the Club 3000.
The Shirley Bingo.
Yeah.
Club 3000. So yeah, absolutely devastated him, and so's the wife, and so's a lot of people. But I mean, I know it sounds quite funny, really.
Well, no, there's nothing funny about John's.
I'm sure I'll laugh about it one day, but right now,
I'm sure they will too.
I'm absolutely heartbroken.
I'm sorry.
Sit in your house, play it online.
Sit in your house and play online.
You can play it all online now, can't you?
He does it for the change of scenery.
During the pandemic, when you couldn't meet up with each other,
yes.
What we used to do is we used to leave. So we bought some bingo tickets off Amazon, and we left them at the end of the garden. So Elizabeth would come and pick hers up and go back home, and then we'd do a Teams meeting. We'd play bingo online.
Oh God,
yeah,
that was how it was back in them days.
And
6 years ago.
On my phone, you can get a bingo selector, number selector.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and you could hear it.
Oh, I think you should have bought one of them hamster wheels with balls in it, and make it proper.
We tried that, but that takes forever. That and the little tiny things. Yeah, and they fall all over the place. Then they just roll everywhere.
Right, I'm sure. The thing is, old Doris managed it in the old bingo halls back in the 40s and 50s, before they had all this newfangled technology.
We're not in the 40s and 50s now, though.
We certainly are not.
But you can spend an absolute fortune in them places, not just on the bingo itself.
I've seen
of course, the machines. I've seen people put hundreds and hundreds of pounds in there.
Every night of the week.
Every single night. And I'm thinking, a lot of young people playing bingo now, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of young people. And when I say young, I'm talking about 18, 19, 20s.
Uh-huh.
A lot of them, and they seem to have loads of money because they're there almost every night. And
it's cheaper than clubbing.
Yeah, well, that's the reason that we play, because we don't drink, we don't smoke.
You should play football, and then you need some kind of pressure release.
We just gamble, and for me, I tend to forget about it. But in between the games, so if I want to save money, because you can play on the tables.
Yes.
So you've got the like cash line.
Got the thing. Are they still got them as well?
Yeah, they still got them.
And you just.
Well, yeah, in the one in St. Helens, they've actually got a board with the numbers on.
Yeah, you used to get a board out, and it.
Oh, well, these are actually in the table.
Oh, right, in the table, right.
Yeah, so you put like tabs on them.
Yeah.
And of
little
course,
windows on a board, and you just close the window.
Yeah, you get them in. So in Club 3000, you've got those ones.
Yeah, I remember that.
They're a pain in the backside, them ones, because if you move to one side, all of them go back to
the. They're a pain in the ass. When I used to, I was only 17, but they still play that between sessions. So So they'd play this party bingo, and they were on boards, and they'd be chairs. I'm doing this, and no one can see me, but they'd be in slots there.
Yeah.
And people would take them out, and then they'd take them round the bingo, and you'd have to go and find it because they have to go in that slot because that's how they know you won, because they don't remember. It's all electronic, like.
Yeah.
And they'd all be on different tables. You spend about half an hour after every session going putting them all back.
Well, they do it in Club 3000 now.
Pain in the ass.
They do it in Club 3000 now because you've got like it's an old cinema, isn't it?
A lot of bingos are,
yeah. But this has got like tiers. Did they call it the royal box?
Yeah.
What have you? And you go up there and they've got big screens, so you don't take the max boards. You've got a big screen. Then you just put your number in there.
Yeah.
But what happens is if you want to play the tables,
you
have to go downstairs, pick a number of a table, and put your money in there to register to add the credit onto your screen.
Yeah.
So it's all very complicated.
You get downstairs and forget the number.
And you've
got to be very well educated, to play bingo.
Absolutely.
It's not as easy as
everybody thinks. It's not for you.
No, it's not for me. No.
So I've won £1,000. That's the most I've ever won.
That was quite recently as well, if I remember
Rowena,
as well.
She won.
I'll go for the budget next season.
That's the one.
she won £1,000 before me. But listen, you could probably spend £1,000 between you in one of them places if you're not careful.
But just remember, kids, when the fun stops, stop.
Yeah, Gamble Aware, of course.
GambleAware.com.
Talking about Gamble Aware, because I've kept saying it, I'd love to get somebody on the show that's gambled most of their wages away in football, and there's a lot of them, isn't there? We probably, you and I, Andy, probably know more people than not that have done
Playing
it.
Cards on the back of buses and all kinds.
It's all changed now, of course.
It's all on your phone now, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
which is even worse.
Yeah,
because you don't know what you're spending, do you?
Yeah, I've done it myself. Yeah. Not gambling ways, right? But I've done it myself and done. Yeah. I can't gamble anymore. I've done that gam stop thing, which stops me from doing it.
Wow.
Have you done these?
It's the gam stop. It's called.
Yeah, I've done it.
It stops you going on it.
I've done it as well because I daren't say how much I lost in 1 week, but it was.
We'll discuss that after the show. But
it was.
Yeah.
Been
there myself.
Serious.
So I've done that. I think it's 5 years, isn't it? Minimum 5 years.
Well, you know what?
So you can't get on anything electronically. So the only way I can put a bet on is actually physically walking to a betting shop. Yeah.
I mean, there's 3 in Standish.
Writing them all out. And I'll be honest, I've not been in a betting shop for years.
I'll go in a betting shop because the chances are you're not going to throw all your money away in one go. Whereas when you're online,
it's easy, isn't it?
Yeah, you just. And back in the day, you could use your credit card as well, couldn't you? So you could max out on your credit card. You can't do that anymore, as far as I know. But it's.
I used to pay. Don't listen to this if any kids are listening. I used to pay into it through PayPal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because because it come out your bank account.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't show on your bank account statement that it was going to a betting company.
It just goes.
It would just show PayPal. So if you ever wanted to go for a mortgage or stuff like that, it wouldn't be on your bank account.
It's quite clever.
Oh, why do they take that into account? What you?
Yeah.
Go
for a mortgage and see all gambling all over it.
Yeah.
It's a red flag.
It is.
It?
So I used to use PayPal.
Is it the same for that for loans then? If you're going for a loan,
I don't know, to be honest.
I think
I don't know that much about it.
It must be like in that same category.
Frank's just got Mecca every day on his bank statement. That's why he's worried about it.
Asda, petrol station, Mecca, Scam, Mecca.
Marine FC.
I never thought of that before. But I mean, if you were to, I suppose, if you were a lending organisation. And you were to look at somebody's bank statements and see that they're gambling all the time.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be inclined to give them anything.
Oh, you wouldn't want to give anybody money.
So if you want to get around it, PayPal's the way.
PayPal's the way.
I used to pay into it through PayPal.
Well, yeah. Going back to what you said, you can buy
yourself. It's not big or clever though.
Like you said, you can buy yourself.
Yeah.
I barred myself, and then, without realising, I thought I'll check it again, and it let me do it.
Right.
Ooh.
And I gambled quite a bit of money away. Hundreds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I got an email or something saying that you can't get you've opted in for the gam stop, and they returned all my money.
Whoa!
So I thought, wow, that's the biggest win I've had.
He always comes out smelling roses, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Always comes out.
Yes,
yeah, but you know what? I didn't know about the 5 years. I thought once you'd signed up, that was
so after 5 years, you can opt out of it and go back to it.
I did that. I did that going back about 2 years ago. Didn't realise, and I won over £1,000. I was fortunate on that occasion, and when I realised I'd won and I was getting the money, it was going into my bank account. I decided to press the the gam stop again. Yeah. So there you go.
Lessons learned, guys.
Yeah.
Gambling degenerates.
So what have you been up to, AJ?
God, I haven't been up to anything. I don't do anything.
Been the bingo?
No, I've not been the bingo. I wasn't at the football. Like, my life is just
boring,
grey.
Why were you at the football on Saturday?
I was going to see an old schoolmate in Barnsley.
Barnsley.
I know. Got to see him again. Got to meet his missus and his little newborn baby.
Yeah,
that was quite sweet. Yeah, I was following all the updates on my phone, Frank.
I know.
Yeah.
So, we'll talk about that later on.
Obviously, we will
talk about Scam, but. Talking about what you've been up to. Of course, we've all been preparing our questions for the quiz today.
Yes, we have. It was a headache. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It'll be interesting to see how anal we've gone.
Well, as someone who's been in work since 6:30 this morning, it took me 10 minutes on Google at lunchtime.
Did you?
I've got some whoppers.
I ain't gonna lie. I did have to use ChatGPT just to confirm some facts.
Yeah, well, that's it. You get a question and you think, I'm gonna have to check that's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you can't believe everything that you read on.
I mean, most of it comes through like Northwest counties and stuff. So Kevin Lawton will have been involved at some stage in that creation of the ChatGPT answer.
Well, there's one question I've got, and the answer it gave me was wrong.
Really?
When I googled it, I was like, and it was a lot of way wrong.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fortunately, my questions are sort of all pre-Boer War, so even if these answers are wrong, then you won't be able to find them.
If it's pre-Boer War, then reasonably the answer is going to be Nelson, isn't it? Because they were the only ones around sort of during the.
Well, if it is pre that, and I get none of them right, I don't care.
No.
So listen, I said last week I was watching The Widow.
Yes.
And The Cage. Did I mention The Cage?
Yeah.
With
not watched it. It's on the.
What's her name? She portrayed a Scouse. It was made in Liverpool. Sheridan Smith. She played another Scouser again. It was about a gambling organisation where she worked in the.
It's a recurring theme.
Casino. Yeah, she was in The Cage.
Yeah.
And the manager. They were both on the take.
Yeah.
And they both spotted each other doing it. But to make it matters worse, the bloke that is the son of the owner was laundering dirty money through the casino as well.
Whips.
So it gets quite interesting, but then to be honest with you, it's a bit of a disappointing finish. And I always found that when they're planning to have another series, it always gets a little bit boring.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
I've not watched it yet.
No,
it's on the agenda. I watched that Secret Service last week. That was good.
Yeah, that's on the agenda for me. But what have you been watching? Anything, Andy?
Secret Service. We ploughed our way through that. Don't really watch films. Just watch like Netflix stuff and that. What did we watch the other day and finish? Have you watched that Scarpetta?
No.
Now, if my missus listens to this, she'll be like, thank God, because I always call it Scarpetta. Scarpetta, Nicole Kidman. It's brilliant, honestly.
All right.
That's a good one to watch.
Mm-hmm. What's that about?
She is like a pathologist sort of, in America, / copper.
Yeah.
Because they do that kind of thing.
Yeah, they do. They all wear
white coats. It goes back to when
coats.
she was younger and older, and a big case when she was younger. It's all it's good. Watch it.
Yeah.
That was good. Secret Service was good.
Mm-hmm.
What did we watch the other day?
Is that Secret Service the one that's written by the News at 10 reporter?
I thought who wrote it.
Newsreader.
No.
Trevor McDonald?
No, the other one.
Hugh
I
Edwards?
can't remember. I'm sure it's written by...
Hugh Edwards?
No.
Hang on.
No, that's
It's another Secret Service.
that's...
Anyway.
No, I can't even...
So it wasn't Hugh Edwards.
you can't even joke on that one.
No, let's not get into Hugh.
No, he's sort of receding a little bit, but he's a newsreader. News at 10.
Kate Garraway?
No, it's a man.
Right.
I'll Google it.
Yeah, Google it for us. Where are we? What was he called again?
The Secret Service.
Secret Service. No, it's called Secret Service.
Tom Bradby.
Tom Bradby, that's it, Tom Bradby.
Author and journalist, not a newsreader.
Well, he is. He was a newsreader as well. He's read the news.
Right.
Yes, honest.
For who? Links FM.
I'm trying to think what I watched last week. It was good. I'll tell you what I started watching 2 nights ago. We finished it last night on Netflix, and it's a true story. What's it called? Should I Marry a Murderer?
I think I've seen that.
Right.
It's just come out, honestly. So it's about a woman. It goes back to about 2017. She's on internet dating. She meets this bloke in Scotland. She's Scottish, like. And they fall. She goes meeting him and all that, and they get together. And they get engaged after about 3 months. And he tells her that he's murdered someone. True story.
Yeah.
And she ends up going to the police, and they all get nicked, and it goes through all kinds of weird and strange but good.
What a big moral dilemma that is.
Sounds interesting, that, because if you fall in love with someone, then suddenly realise that they're a murderer.
But yeah.
I mean, I've done no checks on Rowena at all, so I haven't got a clue. But I mean, we laugh about it, but we've never seen her second husband.
I mean, there is ways around it.
Well, we think he might be buried under the patio of her former house.
Well, why not?
She'll kill me when I say this.
And then you'll be buried under the patio of your house.
Yeah.
A recurring theme here.
Well, to be perfectly honest with it beats Tramadol.
It beats Tramadol. Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, where were we? Yeah, so that sort of covers everything on... Oh, no, listen, what I was going to say is, I know you don't watch them, but Coronation Street and Emmerdale...
Well, I don't watch them, so I don't know what you've
But they've redeemed them. They've redeemed themselves. The storylines are really, really good, and the acting's top class.
Have they brought Les Battersby back?
No, they
haven't. Not
haven't.
interested, then.
No. Well, listen, they can't bring Hilda Rodgen back, can they?
It used to be on the telly when I was a kid.
Yeah, same.
Emmerdale and Corrie, but now.
Same. Corrie and EastEnders at my age, yeah.
And what were your favourite soaps when you did watch?
I didn't really watch soaps.
Did you ever watch EastEnders? That was
no,
rubbish.
Never.
Nah. EastEnders did have some good moments too.
Coronation Street and Emmerdale was always on. When I got
Yeah.
in from school, my mum was at Home and Away on.
Solid.
Until it left to Channel 5. She never
Yeah, so I was still at school when Home and Away was on.
And that was it.
So I used to come home and I used to watch...
It was on about 5 o'clock, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on about 5 o'clock.
It was early one.
But that was...
So
never watched Neighbours.
That was back in the day. Before that, when I was a little bit younger, you used to get programmes like Crackerjack, 5:05, on a Friday.
What was that now?
Crackerjack was fantastic.
I'm sure it was. What was it? Like game show?
Drama?
It was like a kid's game show, really. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was really good.
Solid.
I just can't remember who the host was now.
Now, when I was growing up, The Weakest Link, that was the one that was always on the telly when I got home.
Makes me feel really old, that, doesn't it? Because The Weakest Link, that was the 1980s, wasn't it?
That?
Anne Robinson.
Anne Robinson. No, that was early 2000s, that.
Yeah. And 1980s. How old do you think I am?
Weakest Link, was it? Yeah.
Early 2000s, that, yeah.
Was
Late
it?
90s, early 2000s, that.
I'm going to have to
Yeah.
Google that.
Yeah, there was
The
like...
Weakest Link?
There was about 8 of them, and they'd get voted off round by round.
Yeah.
You'd have to say bank.
Bear in mind, what were you born in? 92?
94.
94.
2000.
There you go,
Yeah, didn't know that.
Mm.
And it was...
80s.
I preferred it when it was... what's her name?
Anne Robinson.
Anne Robinson, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's it now? It's...
I've not watched that for years.
I don't think... Is it even still on?
Ramesh
Ranganathan?
Yeah, Ranganathan. Yeah, that one, yeah. It's him now, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good as it used to be.
Well, no TV shows were as good as they used to be. Do you remember Countdown? Like, it was amazing when Richard Whiteley was doing it, and then after he
Carol
left...
Vorderman.
Oh, for God's sake. But then it just all went to completely...
Well, what's the funny look there?
Carol Vorderman, back in the day.
Fancies Carol Vorderman.
Well, there was a clip doing the rounds on Twitter today, wasn't there? About who's the other one now? Rachel
Riley.
Rachel Riley. And it was to do with something. They had you know when they do 1 from the bottom, 2 from the top.
Yeah.
And it's the mathematics question.
Yeah.
And it was the question was...
Was it the 700 one?
The 700 one.
Yeah,
did you see it today?
I did, yeah.
But I can't remember what he said to Rachel Riley. She was expecting a hard one.
Yeah, something like that.
But
she's holding out for a hard
one. She's holding out for a hard one. And it was 700 times.
It was 70.
70 times 10.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was it.
That was it, yes. Dead straightforward. Yeah. How long have we gone in this pre-show show? Because I feel like we're just...
We've got about 24 minutes, but listen to me all day.
I'm sure you are. I don't know if our listeners are.
Well, listen. Let's get on with the proper show then.
I should think so.
Hello and welcome to the Speaking Frankly Football Show. I'm Frank Hughes, the chairman of Skelmersdale United Football Club, and alongside me is my co-host and passionate press officer AJ Vigette. Not that being involved with the football club is a prerequisite for hosting a football podcast, but it certainly helps. We are ready to dive headfirst into the vibrant world of non-league football in the Northwest, and we might even take a moment to discuss some of the bigger headlines in the sport. We'll explore life in the Northwest counties, bring you interviews with well-known faces in the league, and analyse how local teams are performing while making bold predictions for their upcoming matches. Nothing is off the limits here. We'll be diving into all kinds of topics, including complicated refereeing decisions and regulations that often leave fans perplexed. We want to hear from you too. This is your show, so don't hesitate to reach out with topics you want us to tackle. Let's get this conversation started and enjoy every single moment. We are speaking frankly. Hello and welcome to the Speaking Frankly Football Show. This is episode 41 in season 2. So very warm welcome to my co-host Ava J, and joining us on the show today. Did I say that?
Ava J.
Ava J.
Did you know what Ava J means?
Did I say Ava J?
Yes, you did.
Ava J.
We're starting that again. Please,
no, I'm
thank
going to leave
you.
that in now.
No, we are not.
Oh, leave it in.
Leave it in, yeah. We're going to leave that in, haven't we? We're going to leave the bloopers in. So, yeah, a warm welcome to my co-host.
Yeah, hello.
Ava J.
I'm still here.
Ava J. That's your new name now from now on. And also joining us today is Skelmersdale United Football Club manager Andy Barlow, who's already been on the show once before. Warm welcome to you both.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, he's not happy.
Ava J. I don't know why I've called you Ava J.
I don't know why. What the hell were you thinking?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm sick of editing all these mistakes.
You mean all your mistakes?
Well, you made a few lately.
2.
But I never edit them, do I?
I do listen to the podcast every Friday, and what I've noticed recently is you keep swearing.
I know.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that it's a family show.
Yeah, it's got to stop, hasn't it?
Sorry, lads.
You're getting told that by the censors.
No.
Wanker.
That's a bit naughty, isn't it? Like, but never mind. So go on, AJ. What have we got coming up today?
Oh, rather predictably.
He's eating little twelves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nicking them now.
So anyway, the Northwest Counties has basically come to a close with all the playoffs having now been completed, as well as the Macron Cup final. So we'll go through all of those. We'll also go through all the news and changes that are coming out of various clubs now that the season has finished. We'll turn our attention to the Northern Premier Leagues, the National Leagues and the National League final, all of which are still going on at some way, shape or form. And then we'll go to Controversial Corner, which includes Warrington Rylands, Dorking Wanderers, Market Drayton Town, all of whom feature sort of very heavily in changes one way or another. We'll look at Skelmersdale United before we'll move on to part 2. So part 2 this week is a quiz of the week featuring myself, Frank and Andy, all of whom as answering the questions and asking the questions.
So tell me what you said on the WhatsApp group before.
Oh God, I said a lot of things on the WhatsApp.
I know you said about if we all get the questions wrong.
Yeah, if we all get the questions wrong and all of us collectively get 0, then this show's lost all credibility because it'll appear that none of us know anything about non-league football whatsoever. Yeah. All of that is to come.
Yeah, and listen, I've deliberately made my section of questions so hard that you won't get one right.
I'll get Rachel Riley and she's looking for a hard one.
I'm just hoping you throw... What was that?
I'll get Rachel Riley and she's looking for a hard one.
That's terrible. Anyway, let's start off with the playoff final. So the Premier Division, Padiham beat Chatterton 3-2 on penalties in front of a crowd of 1,374. Padiham felt the heartbreak of losing the final to Lower Breck last season, so they'll believe they've earned the right to win it this time round. What was the original score? Was it
0-0?
It was 0-0, which was a surprise because I said that this will be a game of goal scorers.
Yes, you did. And I think I was inclined to agree with you on that one. Actually, I mean, we both opted for different teams as far as the predictions were concerned, but I thought there'd be more goals in it than what there were.
And just cancelled each other out.
They did just cancel each other out. I can understand why. Two of the very high-scoring teams within the division. I think both of them got over 100 goals in the regular season. So maybe we over-anticipated the flurry of goals coming, and both sides decided to play very defensively. Nonetheless, this was one of those games where extra time was implemented, and even after extra time, they still couldn't be separated. So it was the dreaded penalty shootout. I feel like Padiham naturally had the advantage anyway. More dominant.
They've been there before as well, which helped.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is what we said.
Penalties are a lottery, though, isn't it? To be fair, yeah, I mean, I think all of them went to pens, didn't they?
I guess they did.
Yeah.
Every playoff final went to penalties in the counties.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
It's just a lottery.
Yeah, just listen. Can we go to the predictions? We'll cover the predictions in the first part of the show. So, how many did you get correct? Right. You don't need a pen. Do you need a pen for that?
No.
You've got 5 games. You can count on your fingers.
So you've not even worked out what you've got right and wrong.
No, I just leave it in my glove box in my car until the next week, and then I do it sort of before the recording.
What I do know is I got the tiebreaker right. So
yes, you did.
So if it's anything to go by, I've won this one.
Yeah, I think you probably have. To be fair, Drawston we got right. Yes, wrong.
I think we all went the same way. Because
I listened to it. You all went the same way, apart from I think it was.
There were two games that we didn't. So
Chadderton and Padiham was one.
Yeah, and West Didsbury and Chorlton versus AFC Liverpool was the other one. So I think we were deadlocked, which means you will have won by the tiebreaker.
So how many have we got then?
1, 2, 3. 3,
yeah. So I've got it on the tiebreaker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he went for the attendance at Drawston. So listen, we'll come to Drawston. Yeah. 1,940. You went for 1,200. I went for 1,201. So I've won it. So that sort of completes the stranglehold I've got on the predictions this season.
I mean, it really doesn't.
It really does.
So it's on about a 7-game winning run for this thing.
Am I 1 for 1 on predictions though?
Yes, you
did. You win one?
Yes, he did.
I think I won that week. I was on
because you and I tied. I think.
Yeah, brilliant. Listen, anyway, less said about that, the better. So, listen, Division 1 North. Drawston beat McGull 5-4 on penalties, following an exciting 3-3 draw, which saw McGull level the score 7 minutes into injury time.
Yep.
When they looked set to lose, so that was a little bit of a reprieve for them. But the score remained the same after extra time. But drama of the penalties decided the outcome. As we say, 5-4 on penalties in front of a crowd of 1,940. And apparently this reached the shorelines of France, was it, or somewhere like that, or Germany?
In terms of what?
The news.
The news?
Yeah.
I should imagine so. It's a hell of a turnout for step 9?
Here's a question for
you. Yeah.
Do you know anyone that went to that game?
To the Drawston game?
Yeah.
Do I know anybody?
No.
Now, I was at the Ashton Town. Who did they get beat by? Was it Lowbreck in the playoff final of the year?
Padiham?
No, it wasn't. It was a Liverpool.
Last year?
No, about 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, Ashton Town.
Right, so I think it was Lowbreck when they were in the County Division 1.
Could have been.
So, I'm at the playoff final, good crowd on, decent game, and it finished the draw after 90 minutes. No extra time. Straight to penalties.
Wow.
Right.
So, was there definitely extra time in these games?
There certainly was, yeah.
Yeah, there was. I think they implemented the no extra time after the pandemic, didn't they? Or during the pandemic?
Couldn't believe it. After a 34 game season.
Oh, it's a travesty.
You go all the way through playoffs. You've drawn after 90 minutes, and you've got to go and do penalties. Surely you've got to have extra time. Everyone was going nuts. They weren't happy.
Was that during the pandemic then? It must have been.
It was about 3 years ago, I think. Well, it wasn't this. It wasn't last season.
Could have been 2020.
Season
before, so 20. Could have been 2024.
Oh, right.
Did Lowbreck go up 2 seasons on the spit?
Well, they went. Yeah, they must have done, mustn't they?
They went up last season. Did they go up the season before last as well?
2024. Yeah, they won the playoff. They beat Ashton Town in the playoff final. Definitely.
No kidding.
Yeah,
definitely.
I can't remember.
All right.
I'm pretty sure. Well, anyway, I was there. Yeah, no extra time.
Yeah, these were all extra time.
Yes, they were.
I'm glad it's been.
Could not believe it.
Well, I'm glad it's been reintroduced because it would be a travesty, wouldn't it, if you've gone all the way that far and you don't get the extra time. But I do think that they implemented that rule during the pandemic period. And some of them didn't drop it, but it's a little bit like the FA Cup now as well, isn't it? That you don't have any extra time in
it's replays. You don't have any replays.
Replays it is.
I thought it was straight to penalties as well.
No,
I think that's a League Cup.
Oh right,
might be.
I thought in the early rounds of the non-league rounds or the qualifying rounds.
Might be 90 minutes of penalties. Yeah, I'm not
possibly
sure.
But
there's no
yeah, it's about time they reinstated it. I think. The difficulty is now, isn't it, if you don't get the replays? I think that's another one where...
It is.
That's another travesty as well, if you don't get the opportunity to go and...
It is not if you're a lower league club or a non-league club and you go and get a decent result. You get a decent result, decent draw at home to a big team and you don't get the chance to go and have a replay at their ground. Because you're sharing the
gate,
the gate, aren't you?
Yeah, that's
and there's possibility of TV money as well.
Yeah, which is another sort of thing that's flushing opportunities away for non-league teams. It's an absolute shocker.
Yeah, they're reducing it all the time, aren't they?
They constantly are. Yeah.
So listen, going back to Padiham, we're happy that Padiham have got the promotion in many ways because they've been knocking on the door last season. Yeah. I've also noticed that when they are doing well. They're probably one of the teams, certainly out of the two of them, that can command a decent gate. That 1,374 is a good gate for Padiham. But I think if that fixture had been at Cheddarton, it would have been a hell of a lot less.
I think you're right. So it was revealed today that Padiham had the fourth highest average home attendance across the entire season in the county's Premier. So I think they average around 350, 370 per home game over at Ruby Civil. That's really good considering locationally where they are. They're in that kind of green zone between Blackburn and Burnley. So actually to command a pull like that is very good.
So moving back to Droylsden then, I'm happy that they've managed to, albeit a little bit sad for McGull, but McGull's first...
And Joey Burns,
the first season or second season back in the North West Counties? Second season in the North West Counties. Droylsden,
really?
Yeah, Droylsden came back into the league about 3 years ago, did they?
Yeah, they did.
They went out of business during the pandemic.
They were in the South, weren't they?
Well, yeah,
they started in the South Division and got moved across last season. And to be fair... From last season, obviously, when we were in the counties, for me, they were the best football inside the league.
Yeah, certainly when we played them away from home.
Yeah.
They
were outstanding.
How much did we get? Beat 3-2 or something?
3-0.
3-0.
It wasn't that tight. I'm afraid. Frank. Sorry.
I think it was tight at home, but we got beat 3-0 away.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but I
may be thinking
the football they played
when Pascal was manager.
Well, that was a couple of years before. I was just talking about.
That was in the Prem. That.
Yeah, exactly. I was talking
played
about
him in a cup game.
Oh no, it wouldn't have been them. Then. But it's a fantastic gate, 1,940.
That's an enormous gate for them. That's phenomenal. So fair play to Droylsden on that one.
Well, they can certainly put on a show when they want, can't they?
They certainly
and I think
can.
It's about time that they got promoted.
Yeah.
The other thing, of course, is that you feel as though if anybody is prepared for the North West Counties Premier Division going up, then it's got to be Droylsden. They've got big backing, haven't they, in terms of
they're prepared to
power of numbers.
Up and up and up. They've done it before, haven't they?
This is nothing new for them.
So they know what they're doing.
Well, they were in the conference for one season, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
That's unbelievable.
And this is a question for you. How many points did they finish on? They only spent one season, didn't they?
In the conference?
In the conference, yeah.
Not a clue.
19.
I think it was actually 9, but I might be wrong. Somebody Google that while I'm waffling on. So listen, Division 1 South, the shock of the weekend came for Eccleshall, who lost to Stockport Georgians 5-4 on penalties. Eccleshall appeared to have done enough in normal time until Josh Winthrop equalised in the 93rd minute. It was heartbreaking for Liam Kelly and his team, who finished 11 points ahead of Stockport in the actual league itself. Disappointing for Eccleshall.
Oh, enormously disappointing for Eccleshall. I don't think they would have been so arrogant as to expect that was a foregone conclusion, but I think that they knew, given that the way that they had played, not just this season, but the last couple of seasons, got a brilliant manager in Liam Kelly, a really established, settled squad with good players who could cut the mustard at much higher steps than this one. I think they were, mentally prepared to take that final step into step 5 football, and I think we were all expecting that as well. I know Runcorn were the runaway winners of the division, but Eccleshaw were 10 points behind Runcorn, but also 10 points ahead of the third place team, which I think was New Mills. So we all thought that was going to happen, that Eccleshaw were going to win it. I cannot really make any sense of how it is that they haven't.
What do you feel, Andy, about as a manager now? If you've won you've got into the playoffs and there's a big distance. I can't remember how many points difference there was between Skem when they finished second and they got beat by AFC Fylde in the semi-finals of the playoffs. But it was quite a considerable amount of points.
You can talk about
it. We've bought into it, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, you can say, well, we played 4, because obviously in that league it's 46 games, we're 11 points clear. At the end of the day, you've not won the league, you've finished in second, you're in the playoffs, so you've got to put that to one side, and you've got 2 games to get yourself up. Personally, for me, and this goes all the way through non-league, I think more should be going up. I think the top 2, it should be like league football.
Yeah,
the top 2 should get promoted, and then there should be playoffs.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Do you think the reason that they're not prepared to do that is because they feel as though at this level there's not enough clubs prepared?
There's not enough clubs prepared to go up. There'll be too much to and fro, because obviously at full-time level it's national. Well, from the conference onwards it's national. Whereas in lower levels it's more regional. Too many go up, too many go down. They've got to mess about with the leagues, moving people across, etc., etc. And a lot of clubs, like you said, will not be in a position to want to go up. I mean,
do we feel as though Padiham are set for Northern Premier League West?
From looking from the outside in, they nearly did it last year. They've done it this year, so they must be. You've got a chairman who must want to go up, because he's obviously funding the.
And they've got decent enough crowds to back them up.
Well, yeah, if you're getting 350 average a week.
Same with Droylsden. I don't think although McGull have been commanding a decent gate, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's sort of been a renaissance at McGull. I mean, once upon a time they were in the Northwest Counties, then they were out of it for a long time. They've got back up there, and they're commanding decent gates, and it's a nice little setup as well.
24 points.
24 points difference.
No, Droylsden. 24 points in that one season in the conference.
Oh, was it 24?
It was.
Oh, you meant how many did you have at Christmas?
6.
I'm trying to think of a team that went up to into the National League proper that only finished with 9 points. It might have been Lee or MI. I can't remember. There was one club that spent one season.
Was it not when Lee got back in as Lee Genesis? Do you remember when they went from RMI to Genesis?
Yeah, I can't remember. They
might have been
that many different names.
Because and then about 2 years later they went under, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think it might have been. Just Google that.
We'll keep Googling. Just keep him Googling while we keep talking. So I feel as though Eccleshaw, Stockport Georgians, I don't know a great deal about them. We've spoke to Liam Kelly, obviously, but do we think they are prepared for the next step up? Stockport Georgians, without knowing a great deal about them?
Don't know anything about them.
They don't have a great deal of support, do they?
No, I mean, how many? I mean, it was at Eccleshaw, wasn't it? 560 on in a playoff final. You look at the other 2 finals, 1940, 1374. It's not.
They'll probably end up in the Midland League anyway, won't they? Stockport Georgians. So they won't be in the Northwest Counties. No. Padiham, Droylsden definitely will be in the Premier Division.
Yeah, they'll be in the Prem Droylsden, and they'll do well next year.
I think so.
The way they like to play probably suits being at a higher level.
Yeah.
Because of the way they like to play football. They're not like a kick it long, we're bigger than you, we're stronger than you. They'd like to play the football.
Give Dave Pace an awful lot of credit. He's kept going, hasn't he?
It's like
it's easy enough to do that when
it's
you're
like the second time round for him now, isn't it? After doing it all them years ago, getting him to the conference.
But how exhausting is one season?
Yeah.
And our season's been a very, very short season by comparison to his. I don't know how. I mean, I don't know how old Dave is now, but he must be in his 60s. He's been doing it for donkey's years now. I mean, there must come a time when you think, "Oh God, I just want to rest."
Well, you can have one now. Prepare for next season.
For now.
Yeah, you don't get much of a rest because he's the chairman and owner as well.
That's it. I mean,
and manager.
You've got to look at, obviously, they're going up now, so and the 3 teams that have gone up at the playoffs, the first thing they've got to think now is, right, what do we do next season in regards to budgets? They've got to decide on all the travelling.
Yeah.
It's
that's the thing. That's the story.
Big change.
Story that Tommy told me. He's told me a few times now about when Skem got promoted from the Northern Premier League North, as it was back then, into the Northern Premier League.
Premier.
Yeah, Northern Premier. And then the players demanded, I think it was like £50 each rise. And somebody said, listen, I think that you're actually have to take a cut rather than things were getting serious. And that, we talk about natural levels all the time, don't we? But you've got to appreciate what your natural level is. Otherwise, you go in there, you go in there sort of preparing yourself to fail, really, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is a worry. Anyway, listen, moving on to the Edward. Listen, congratulations to all them 3 teams, by the way, for getting promoted. Edward Case Cup, Runcorn Town. Runcorn beat Darwin 3-2 to win the Edward Cup Case last Thursday. Edward Cup Case? Edward Case Cup.
He did say Edward Cup Case then.
Yes, he did.
Didn't he, BJ?
Yes.
I nearly said cupcake, didn't I? But anyway, with the League Championship trophy and the Division 1 Champions Cup already secured, this victory completed the treble. Been an absolutely fantastic season for Darren Moore and Liam Page. Listen, we know a little bit about them because we played them in a pre-season friendly.
And I was still at the club when Tommy was here, and we got beat 9-0. Yeah. And I think it was 3-0 at half time. We didn't actually do too badly, to be fair, if you remember.
In the first half,
we collapsed second half, and we come away, and I didn't even go in the bar because I thought, I can't.
You did. You come in the bar and you said, try.
I said, well, yeah. And I thought, I can't.
I sat there with Tommy.
And I spoke to Tommy. That was
his last game.
That was his last game. And we spoke, and we were like, what are we doing? Not what are we doing, but we're going to struggle here getting players in Barlow. Not realising how good of a side they had.
But I did. I told you and I told Tommy they were going to get promoted at the end of.
They were all experienced
season.
lads. Yeah. Looked like they played together for a long time. And I think they are because, from what I believe, the 2 lads who come in, they'd been managing elsewhere and brought a whole.
I think a basic Sunday league football team.
Brought them all in with them.
Yeah.
And obviously added to it, etc.
Well, the season that they came in, the Runcorn Town were all but buried, weren't they?
They
came
were,
along and they resurrected them.
Yeah. It was about Christmas 2024 when those lads came
so we knew what was happening, didn't we?
We had an idea.
We knew there was a renaissance going on.
Yeah.
And like I say, when Tommy...
all that is...
Well, I said to Tommy, I said, listen, don't be too distraught by that because they are going to win this league by a landslide.
Yeah.
And it's the only, probably out of all the predictions, probably the only one that was ever going to be correct. But I just like the style of play. I think when we watched them, even though we matched them for a fair bit of time, you could tell that there was just enough quality there, wasn't there? And then when they changed the players around as well, you just knew they've not just got a starting 11, they've got a really good squad.
They've got a squad, haven't they?
So well done to them.
Yeah, they won 3-2 at Darwin as well, I think it was. It was 0-0 in up until half time, and then things really kicked off in the 51st minute. Bruno opened the scoring for Darwin. Runcorn immediately equalised through Edward Burntham and then took the lead through Connor Spears. Josh Abbott thought he'd got Darwin back on level terms, but not for very long. Matt Vickers with another goal for the season. I think he's about his 27th of the campaign, securing the trophy for Runcorn.
Yeah, and then moving on to the Macron Cup final, AFC Liverpool claimed the Macron Cup with a 3-1 victory over West Didsbury and Shildon at the Wham Stadium, home of Accrington Stanley. On Monday, a crowd of 1,648 watched the match. It was their first trophy since 2010. So, listen, we try to avoid being biased. Just wanted to say well done to Ben Barnes because he's reached an age when the time's very limited in his life now. And it's lovely to add a medal to his collection, which I believe his last one was 4 years ago in the playoff finals when he was playing for Skem. And I might be rubbing him up the wrong way a little bit by talking about his age, but he had a rough time returning to us a couple of seasons ago. And of course, I think the last game that he played was at Daisy Hill when we lost 5-0 last season. And he's since been on to play for Bearscough and then, of course, AFC Liverpool. So really made up for Ben, and of course I was even more delighted when he applauded me for being more statistically and educated.
You got it right, Frank. That's all it was.
I got the prediction right. And he said, listen, you could learn from Frank. He's a very knowledgeable man. Well, listen, that could all be proven wrong.
To which I say, even a genius gets wrong occasionally.
Anyway, so listen, congratulations to them. I think it's a strange one with AFC Liverpool, because I think we talked about it a few months ago, that there was a possibility, or we were sort of given the impression that there was very little money involved.
Correct.
And that they were struggling for money.
Yes.
I think there was a plea, wasn't there?
There was a plea sent out by one of their more vocal supporters and volunteers, who said that funds will allow viewership and support at the games was getting lower as well. And they were very limited on the amount of volunteers that were actually coming in and helping the club. But all of a sudden, since about February time, it seems that their fortunes have been supremely resurrected. They ended up with a really decent unbeaten streak to send them up the table. There was never any real doubt that they were going to get relegated, but they wanted to finish in a slightly better position, and they did. And then they fought their way all the way through the Macron Cup to win the whole thing.
Did you play for AFC Liverpool?
I did.
Yeah, I thought you did.
One of the very first two, weren't you?
Derek Goulden was the first manager, wasn't
he? Yeah, so
Derek... that's not a quiz question.
No, it's not a quiz question. So, Derek got the manager's job, and he asked quite a few of us to go down. Yeah. They thought, obviously, it was going to be the new FC United, which it never turned out to be.
Where were you playing at that time?
Prescott. We won. The money was good. It was pretty much what we were getting paid, 3 leagues higher.
It got cut, didn't it?
We won the first 11 games, 11 on the spin. And then the money got cut, So there was myself, I think Martin Crowder was there, Dave Eaton, Dean Thurston, some James Dever who's played Marine.
What did you feel at the time when you joined it? What did it feel like? Did it feel like it was going to lift off? Or
to be honest, obviously I only went there because Derek got the job. I enjoyed it. It was good. They were getting decent crowds. When I say decent crowds, they were getting 400 or 500 at the start.
Yeah.
Playing at Prescott wasn't the best because the pitch wasn't great back then. But it was.
And what happened then? Because they cut the budget. Did it slope off, or did it not reach the heights they thought it would reach?
I think a bit of both. I think the fan base sort of didn't die off, but sort of got lower and lower. Obviously, you're renting a ground, aren't you? Look at what Skelmer doing now.
So probably paying as much as we are now for.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. You're going back to 2008ish, maybe 2007, 2008. But if you're Prescott Cables then, and you've got a new team, and don't forget it was all over the papers. Whatever you remember, new team,
massive exodus, wasn't it?
It was a big thing about it.
Yeah.
So they're probably thinking, well, you can play at our ground, but we're going to charge you a few quid because they knew they were going to get. They might have been getting 700-800 on at the start.
Yeah.
So Prescott would have charged full whack then. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because Steggs was there, and all the lads, I knew them all, and obviously you were in every week, which we were, and convincingly.
What I've noticed about AFC Liverpool is that they seem to win the same amount of games as they lose.
Yeah, and score the same amount of goals that they concede.
That seems to be their Achilles heel, isn't it?
It is, defensively speaking.
Yeah, they're as good as the bad.
Yeah. I think that was been the case for the last 2 years. I don't know where they'd be without Elliot Taylor's goals. I think that's 47 that he's got in League and Cup throughout the years. Ridiculous, return. And Caleb Jones also on the score sheet as well.
I don't know how he does it. He goes from our dugout to scoring from AFC Liverpool every week.
Yeah. Yeah, so what was I going to say about that? Oh, I listened to the interview with Ben Barnes, and Ben Barnes says that they probably pound for pound have been doing the business now for the last 34 games. They've 34, 36 games. They've been consistent.
Yeah.
They're a decent team. I don't know what the record was over that 36 period he's talking about.
No, me neither. We'd have to dig out the old
Google statistics.
The old statistic. I mean, Frank prints enough of them off. Imagine they're all recycled by now.
That's the only good thing about coming towards the end of the season is that
there's less paperwork.
There's less paperwork. Yeah, less things to print up. But listen, congratulations to AFC Liverpool, and of course to our very own Ben Barnes.
Very good win.
Yeah, brilliant. Wythenshawe Town have announced the permanent appointment of Astley and Domain as managers for the... I don't know the first names.
Is that like Cannon and Ball?
Yeah,
or
a little bit
Deck,
like.
kind of
so the club plans to rebuild after relegation from the Northern Premier League and is preparing for life in the Northwest... It sounded like Arkwright. Stairs, up and hours. Yeah, so they're preparing for ahead of the Northwest Counties next year.
Open all hours.
So what do you make of one switching the other again? Because Wythenshawe got a reprieve last season, if you remember.
Wythenshawe Town absolutely got a reprieve.
Wythenshawe got the reprieve. Wythenshawe Town got the reprieve, you're right.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
But no such reprieve coming this time around. They didn't learn from their mistakes on this one. Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't. Obviously, they fought as much as they could, and were at least accredited with not finishing bottom of the league this time. But the rebuild is going to have to be in place pretty soon on. But I mean, it shows that a split in a very sort of small area of Manchester that Wythenshawe is, you've got two teams scrapping it out to be in the Northern Premier League. I mean, what could have happened if they'd come together, pooled resources, what have you?
Do we think Wythenshawe, the one that have just got promoted now, FC, they are more prepared this time?
I think they're going to have to be. But I think, by all accounts, they probably are. I mean, James Kinsey's been in charge now for over a year. Yeah, he's got an established settled squad. Joel Ankers and Aaron Dwyer absolutely doing the business up front for them.
That's why he's on the show,
I don't know where he pulls them all from.
Hello, it's brilliant, isn't it?
It's the first compliment you guys have given me today on this show.
Yeah, we're going to blow a little bit of smoke up your backside.
It's the fact that the Northwest Counties is probably the most visited website on my internet page, because I'm just that guy.
I'm glad.
Let's just settle down. No need to go down that route. Goodness me.
Yeah, what I was going to say to you is, though, it just shows you how difficult it is. Even when you think that, and then listen, the amount of money that's thrown in the Northwest Counties Premier Division at the moment, that two teams last year were relegated from the Northwest
from the Northern
Premier League back to the Northwest Counties,
yeah,
and going back up. So the two teams that went up, automatically one of them come back down. It should have been two of them.
Yeah,
but it just shows you how hard it is, a struggle it is taking a club from the Northwest Counties Premier into the Northern Premier League.
Yeah. You need, I think with any promotion, you need the resources to go again in a bigger.
But we always felt as though they did at Wythenshawe, both Wythenshaws, because they've got relatively big backers, haven't they? I think Lord Sasha is one.
Sasha Lord.
Was it Lord Sasha Lord or something?
Baron Sasha Lord.
Baron Sasha Lord. Sorry, I've got it all mixed up. But yeah, there was him, and I think both teams were relatively well backed. But they never really had big crowds, did they, to back it up even
really.
further?
I mean, like I say, it's split allegiance,
isn't it? A very populated area of non-league football teams and obviously professional teams.
Yeah,
well.
they are.
But you can go 5 minutes, 10 minutes away to Stockport. You've got 3 or 4 teams there. You can go come the other way at Cheadletown, and you go the other side of Manchester. There's loads.
If you really wanted to, you could go watch Main Road as well.
Main Road.
If you really wanted to.
Are you both the same as me? When you look at teams that get promoted, you look at what their fan base is as much as the way that they've gone up. It's great having good financial backers, but if you're going up and you can't garner the support that you've had. I tell the story about Skem getting promoted from the Northern Premier League North back up to the Northern Premier.
And the crowds went down.
The crowds went down.
Yeah.
I think it's like, I think it happens in all leagues. If you're towards the top of the league you're in and doing well, people will come and watch you.
They will.
Yeah. If you go up
were doing well.
If you go up a league, but you're down towards the bottom of the league,
but we didn't initially, did we? I think by Christmas we had a 10-point lead at the top of the Premier Division.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
But we'd thrown all our eggs into one basket. Little did we know that the budget was getting cut, and then we sort of rapidly went down. I think we ended up finishing in 10th or something like that.
We did a cables, but less dramatic.
Yeah. But I always look at the fan base because that worries me, and I think if you can't if you've got a rich owner or somebody with deep pockets, there's only so much you spend before you decide. You have to determine whether you carry on doing that. And then you just plummet back down. And I don't like that idea. I think you've got to back it up with a decent fan base.
Yeah.
And listen, all goes... Well, if you look at back what I've just said about Skem United Football Club, getting to the Northern Premier Division, the crowd's going down.
Yeah.
When you talk about Claybrow, Skelmersdale Town... Shirley FC. When you talk about that, where was the support back then when we were doing really so well? The support of the town, the people of the town have got to be as accountable as the people that were running the football club for not getting it.
Sing when you're winning, mate.
It's this snobbery about supporting a non-league football club, particularly in a place like Skem, because it's predominantly Liverpool and Everton fans. Yeah. I've said it before. I remember an old friend of mine said, "I'll start supporting Skem when they get to the National League." Or as it was, the conference. And I thought, well, start joining them. I couldn't do that. He said, my mates would take the piss out of me down at the pub.
Oh, stop it.
So yeah, that does worry me when you start looking at that. But anyway, listen, Ramsbottom United, Steve Wilkes, following another disappointment in the playoff semi-finals. Listen, my heart goes out to him. Ramsbottom United confirmed the departure of manager Steve Wilkes, who stepped down and announced his retirement from football. After 29 years in management and 1,330 matches, Steve felt it was the right time to retire. It's a bittersweet ending, but he can definitely hold his head up high. He's also expressed a great respect for all the managers in the league and noted that the jobs are getting harder and harder each year. It's getting more and more difficult to manage a football club. Pressures in non-league management. It doesn't matter whether it's amateur or non-league. I'm sure you'll agree.
What's it like? It's pressure, isn't it? It's pressure from chairman. Yeah. Pressure from board directors, pressure from fans.
Yeah.
I think, I'm being serious though, I think the higher up you go, when you've got budgets to play with, the pressure is probably going to get more.
Yeah.
Especially if, like I said, the higher leagues you go, if you're pulling in 400, 500, 600 fans a week and you're not doing well and that drops 200 a week, that's pressure right there. And obviously with players as well. But I mean, 1,330 matches is ridiculous, isn't it?
It's ludicrous.
Fair play to him.
It's awesome. We had him on the show, didn't we?
He was our
what a career.
He was like our third ever guest.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, he was a wonderful guy.
And I don't know him. I've come across. I've played against teams that he's managed. But yeah,
your heart goes out to him.
But what I would say is, like anyone who says they're going to retire, it wouldn't surprise me if he's back in the game in a couple of years.
How old is he, Steve, now?
Steve is 58.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's relatively young.
It wouldn't surprise
your
me
age.
If he got back in the game.
He's the same age as me.
And it wouldn't surprise you, not because, like I said, I don't know him personally, because it's like our last game on Saturday and I know, I'm looking forward to a break. And after 2 weeks, I'll be chomping at the bit to go back.
You'll be getting stir crazy, aren't you? Yeah.
Well, you miss it when you're not in it. You miss it, and that's in pre-season when there's no football. So when you get to the start of next season and there's football on every week, and you probably go and take a few games in and start missing it, and it won't surprise me when you've done 1,330 games in a career. To say, right, I'm done, and it's but that's some
spend time going to the shops on a Saturday.
Walking around Asda on a Saturday afternoon.
B&Q.
Yeah, I think he's got a family. I think he's still got kids to support there.
That's some achievement. That.
Who's been the smartest bloke throughout his career in terms of getting himself out of shopping duties? Do you think? Who would you say? A name that springs to mind automatically?
Tommy Lawson.
I was thinking,
so I'm not managing, I'm going scouting.
Yeah, so when Tommy left Skem, he ended up scouting for Southport.
Yeah,
and then when he left us again for the second time, he started scouting for FC United.
See, I was thinking Rowley Howard, who somehow managed like half a century managing with the same.
He just carried on going. He was a little bit like Shankly, wasn't he? He stuck around. He stuck around the Marine Travel Arena for a fair bit of time, didn't he?
Tommy comes out of management, goes straight into scouting.
So Steve Wilkes, as we know, he had Ramsbottom up in the Northern Premier League. They got relegated. And I think he tried for 2 or 3 seasons to get them back up.
Yeah, he did. See, this
the playoffs.
Season, yeah, this season he got to the final. I think last season they were in the semi-finals and they were beaten by Padiham, I think it was. So still the bridesmaid, but not quite the bride, as far as Wilkes and Ramsbottom
so
are concerned.
when you've done it twice.
I think so.
So listen, Steve, if you're listening, enjoy your retirement. Albeit, I think you'll probably change your mind after so many visits around B&Q and Asda.
Yeah, exactly.
Other shops are available.
Yeah, absolutely. But
getting down to a Skev game next year.
I think the unbelievable thing is that 1,330 matches, he's managed 5 teams.
Yeah.
Just 5.
I know.
Like, that's some serious longevity within non-league football as well. It probably shows his pedigree as much as anything else, that he's able to just do really good things with teams. He was at Darwin, Padiham, Linnets, Northwich Vicks, and then Ramy.
Have you ever been to Ramsbottom's ground?
Outside it.
You've been outside it.
Outside it. Yeah.
You don't want to tell
my dentist is round the corner.
You don't want to tell you quintessential non-league grounds that you've got to visit. We did the Clitheroe. We'll definitely do Ramsbottom. I've always said to myself, if it was ever going to be a manager of a football club or a chairman of another football club, then it would definitely be one of them would definitely be Ramsbottom.
Yeah.
Purely because I love the steam engine that goes past.
Yeah.
The only thing that really pissed me off was the the generator for the flood lights. Do you remember that?
I know, I played there a few times, but you know what? I always used to get mixed up because they're very similar, and I don't think they're going anymore. Ramy and Rossendale.
Rossendale, that was great.
Yeah.
Dark Lane, and it was dark at times then.
Yeah.
Rossendale was the very first non-league team that I ever watched play. They played FC United of Manchester in 2006 at Dark Lane. Only a few years before they ended up folding. So I think they folded back in 2011, I think.
They always very similar. They always reminded me of each other.
But quite ironically enough, considering, our team that we're associated with, guess who scored the winning goal for FC United of Manchester in that game? Stewie Rudd. Very good. Very good.
Is that a one for my quiz question? Then?
It is not.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
But that would have made a good one.
But talking about Rossendale, I think I've already mentioned it. We beat Rossendale, I think it was 4-0 in the semi-finals of the North West Counties Cup in 1982. I think it was the 1982-83 season. It was the first season of the North West Counties. My dad was chairman at the time.
Yep.
And I think I've told the story. He went into the clubhouse at the end of the game, and I think it was the chairman of Rossendale at the time. He took a dislike to me dad, and my dad threw a punch at him and knocked him clean out, and there was a scuffle and everything.
Natural.
Those were the days.
That's a natural rivalry, right?
Nothing ever reported to the FA back in them days. You know what I mean?
Never is. Whereas now it's all over social media.
Yeah. So listen, we're talking about all kinds of people making departures. FC St Helens, Steve Leather, a former guest on the show as well, stepped down as chairman of FC St Helens. Have I said something wrong there?
No, I'm just trying to recall when Steve Leather came on the show.
Yeah, definitely came on the show. Yeah.
He came on this season, of course he did.
So after 20 years leading the club, he's handed over to Paul Oakes. Don't know a great deal about him.
Nope.
But Paul is keeping him on as their general manager, and their manager, Mike Smith, is committed to another season.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Really good season. First year in the two years
highest finish they've ever had.
It's the second highest finish they've ever had. Their last season was the highest finish that they ever had because they finished 7th last season, and I think they finished 9th this season. But back 2 seasons in the North West Counties, 2 top 10 finishes in the Premier Division. That is some going, and I know that the structure behind FC St Helens off the pitch is one that we've really admired. They've had a good bit of luck along the way, but we obviously know Mark Hayes as being one of the driving forces behind FC St Helens off the pitch.
We also know now that the company that he works for no longer going to be have the naming rights for the stadium. There's going to be somebody else.
SMS Soccer. Yeah.
So SM Soccer, Pro Soccer were the stadium sponsors.
Yes,
Next season there's going to be somebody else. I don't know whether that news has been revealed yet.
A new bit of necessity for FC St Helens to drum up some more business then.
Just wonder whether Mark Hayes is going to step down.
I've not heard anything from that. I feel like we would know sort of already. And I feel like from what he seems to be saying on social media, he seems to be like he's sort of committed to the long term of FC St Helens as as a director of football, if not a fan.
Yeah. You know what would be my dream? So remember when we had this conversation with Steve Leather, he said literally he walked into the ground one day.
Somebody handed in the keys and said, it's yours now.
The owner of the cricket club said, here, they're the keys to the football club, it's yours now. Skem Cricket Club, are you listening?
They'd be hanging around the doors.
Nobody wants cricket anyway. No.
Well, listen, by all accounts, they're struggling to put a team together every week.
Well, haven't they amalgamated with Dalton?
Dalton as well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Cricket is, I think, when I was speaking to Andy Berks the other week, he said the difficulty with cricket now is the amount of time that it takes to play a game.
Well, the thing is, it's a perfect opportunity for you to get absolutely slashed in the sun.
Yeah,
you know, you can get yourself several pints, just watch some lads lopping a ball about with a bat, be there for about 4 hours and be 10 sheets to the wind by tea time.
Sounds good to me.
And the thing is, there is one about 10 minutes walk from your doorstep.
There is.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Standish Cricket Club.
Yeah. Is it thriving?
They just put a new clubhouse on.
Building a new clubhouse right now.
They put a couple of beer festivals on every year.
They do.
Yeah.
By all accounts, the
I've never watched the cricket.
Yeah,
game
by all
online.
accounts, the
I've been to a beer
performance
festival.
on the pitch is not great at all. But it's still running, still thriving. There's still a lot of alcohol there. Yeah. So there you go.
I think it's really difficult to get. I mean, we know how difficult it is to get players to come to training. Never mind anything else. To commit to a 5-hour game on a Saturday morning into the afternoon, really, really difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's usually about an 11 or 12 o'clock start time through to about 4-ish. I mean, I know they play the shortened version of cricket, so it's about 20 overs, I think, or before
the 5-hour days, aren't they?
Yes,
so you can understand why, particularly.
It's a bit boring.
I don't know. I went to watch England play.
No, I don't mean watching. I mean, like if you stood there fielding for 3 hours.
Oh yeah, it's a boring game to be involved in.
I can imagine if you're a decent batsman or you're a decent bowler, fair enough. But if you just
fielding,
I used to like batting, but I could never be a team player in cricket because I didn't want to field.
See, I was a bowler.
I don't mind watching.
My first experience of fielding, by the way, I don't know how young I was, but I was very young, and my dad was shift manager at Courtaulds, and they had their own cricket team. And my dad asked me to do a little bit of fielding for them, so I did. And the ball came towards me and I trapped it with my foot.
Oh, honestly.
And it bloody hurt.
And therein he knew that you were a footballer for life. There you go.
Yeah, I wasn't even a good footballer, but that's neither here nor there. So listen, National League final, Boreham Wood. Boreham Wood, yeah?
Yes.
Defeated Mark Hughes' Carlisle 2-1 on Sunday in extra time. They'll face Rochdale, who beat Scunthorpe 2-1. They'll meet at Wembley on Sunday, despite the heartbreak of losing to York on the last day. Rochdale's spirits didn't seem to be affected at all.
No, but can you imagine the bants if Boreham would beat them and then all that season and then not gone?
Yeah, I hope Rochdale come on, because for them to be over 100 points and not get promoted. I don't know. I said before about 2 going up and then a playoffs. I know the National League now is the 3-up campaign.
Yes, it's an enormous one. It's grabbing more traction.
It's getting big. But it's the AFL clubs who've got to agree to it. They're not going to agree to that, are they?
No, that's the stumbling block.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
And
yet it is
just go
practically
right, 2 up, 3 up.
It is practically the 5th division or the 4th, whatever you want to call it.
The gap has closed, hasn't it? I mean, there are less teams.
They're all full-time teams.
They're all full-time teams for one. Yeah, I mean,
look at when the teams from that league go up. And how they do. Look at Bromley.
Yeah, Bromley. I think they've just been promoted again, haven't they?
How many ex-football league teams are playing in the National League North? I think we had that question.
It's about 6 or 7, something like that.
National League North.
A few, yeah.
So, we've got Southport. Yeah, Chester, Darlington.
Not Scunthorpe, because that's on there, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the other one? Not Scunthorpe.
Kidderminster. Yeah.
Hereford,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Did Hereford just avoid relegation?
They did, yeah. And they're getting a new pitch now, courtesy of Jared Bowen.
So when you look at, you're saying that. So when you look at the likes of Boreham Wood, I mean, the Carlisle come under an awful amount of stick, haven't they, because they got beat by Boreham Wood.
Yes.
I don't really know a great deal about them, but I do know about Carlisle. And I certainly know about Mark Hughes. So when I was watching York, I think it was just before Christmas, York beat Carlisle 5-0, I think. Mark Hughes at the time, they were top of the league for a fair amount of time. They looked as though they were odds on to win the league at one stage.
Yeah.
But, we're talking about sustainable models. You look at the likes of Bury, ex-Football League team. Are there a group of teams now that have played in the Football League, and they played there for a long time? Bury being one of them that won the FA Cup as well, I believe, didn't they? Back in the day. Are they ever going to get back into the Football League? Is there a group of teams now in those teams that we've mentioned that will never ever get back in the Football League?
Some of them won't. Some will.
I don't believe Hereford will. Excuse me. I think there's teams who were able to, who were able to manage, either by sort of well-backed, off the pitch pockets, if you like. Without really having like a massive turnout of fans. And weirdly enough, Hereford sort of seems to sit on its own, like quite isolated. There's no real local teams around them to kind of give them that competition, if you like. But they were never well supported at Edgar Street, throughout most of their day. So I can't really see where they would. But if you look at the teams who are well backed, well supported, they're the teams who seem to be more likely to go up. So Scunthorpe I think they were second or third highest average attendances in the National League this season. We obviously know that Bury can reach anywhere between 4,000 and 8,000 depending on the game in question. Chester have decent turnouts. I know that they've stagnated a little.
Scarborough, I was thinking about.
Scarborough,
yeah, there's another one. But back in the day, Scarborough used to play in the Northern Premier League when Skem were in the Northern Premier League first time around.
What's a magnificent weekend holiday?
McCain Stadium, remember it?
Yeah, I went to it probably a couple of seasons.
Yeah, sponsored by McCain.
Yeah. Gnarly.
Yeah.
Probably a couple of seasons before they went out of business.
Yeah.
I went to their stadium.
We need to get back in from Muller.
Well, I mean, you look at that and you're talking about Carlisle and obviously the history.
Yeah.
Just because they're a big name, they've been in the league and they've got a history, it doesn't mean it gives them the right to go back up. It's what happens in the here and now on the football pitch.
Absolutely.
And it's great to see. I mean, Boreham would. I would like Rochdale to win from a not hard point because I know affiliates to Rochdale, but because they were so far ahead and it went all the way down to the last day and people go for them to win.
Last minute even.
It's nice to see teams that haven't been in the league get in the league.
Yeah.
And see how they do.
Breaking new ground in it.
Yeah, but
we always like that, don't we? Because Harrogate Town are a classic example. They spent, how many seasons was it? 8? Something like that?
Give or take.
6 or 8. And they're being relegated back to the...
Barrow. Barrow been in before. But,
did you know those teams were the same teams that went up with each other 8 years ago and now they've gone down with each other? Yes, they have. I was thinking more like, your Stevenages, your Bromleys. I think your Oxfords have been sort of there or thereabouts as well, and they're now much more established. I think they've just been relegated from the Championship, but they at a time were really struggling. I think they ended up getting a bit of a benefactor.
I think we saw it years ago when Savaki went up, got in the league, Burton Albion, when Nigel Clough was there, cause played against them quite a few times, and Morecambe also got back in. It's nice, and I think the big one was when all the money went, it was Fleetwood. So I remember playing at Fleetwood. I remember playing a cup game at Fleetwood when we were in probably what is now the Conference North or Northern Prem, and they were in the Counties Division 1, and it was it's all. It was, and then all the money come in, they roll through the league.
Which one was this?
Fleetwood.
Fleetwood's was, And
they roll through the league, and the ground now is spectacular. But it's nice to see.
The training ground is even more spectacular.
Because back Thornton Cleveland's back onto it. But it's nice to see new teams come through and get in the league.
Moving on to the National League North, Kidderminster beat Macclesfield 3-1. And South Shields beat Buxton 1-0 in the semi-finals of the National League North playoffs. This means South Shields will host Kidderminster. That's at the weekend, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, I think from how the season has panned out, you'd imagine that'll be South Shields' game to lose. That's nothing against Kidderminster, but South Shields have been far more consistent throughout the season. I think they finished second, whereas Kidderminster finished about 5th, 6th, something like that. And Kidderminster, I think, have certainly got the harder job at the minute trying to beat South Shields.
I think they were second and third respectively, weren't they?
Were they?
South Shields was second, Kidderminster were third, I think.
Right,
no affiliation to either of them, but it'd be nice to see South Shields go up because they've never been in there before.
No.
Yeah. First time in their history.
They're the highest they've been, yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that's good news.
I always feel as though when you're a big team like Macclesfield and you're putting a lot of money into it, every season that you get pegged back, it's a financial strain on the football club, and that's where they get into financial difficulties. That's my worry with them teams.
I think in Macclesfield this season they've had that massive FA Cup run.
Yeah, they did.
Has it hindered the league for?
In the same way that it did with Clitheroe.
Yeah.
I think it may be right.
But they'll earn a lot of money from it, obviously. But,
of course they will. I think also the inconsistencies that have been there off the pitch as well, see, Robbie Savage has gone to Forest Green Rovers. He's taken a handful of Macclesfield's core players with them. Rob Smethurst stepped down and then stepped back in again.
The young lad who passed away as well.
And the young fella who passed away as well. All of these things have kind of been cause of a hindrance at Macclesfield, where maybe if all of those things had lined up, if Savage had stayed, Smethurst had stayed, this young...
I think they've signed a new contract, the management team there, haven't they?
John Rooney.
Staying on again.
I would have thought so as well.
You can imagine they'll be strong next year.
Very, very much so. They've had one season and they already got to the playoffs. You would imagine they'd want to take that next couple of steps.
Northern Premier League. Hensford beat Warrington Rylands 5-4 on penalties on Monday after a 1-1 draw in normal time, earning promotion to the National League North. Next season.
That's really tight on Warrington Rylands for a couple of reasons as well. Generally speaking, they're considered the lesser supported team in Warrington. Warrington Town have the much higher average attendance. So for Rylands to have stayed the course for the entire season, gotten into the playoffs, upset most of the expectations, and even when they got to the final as well, I think they beat. Who did they beat in the semis? Was it FC United? Yeah, they beat FC United of Manchester at Broadhurst Park. 3-2. All right, a result, again, very few people expected. And they get within literal minutes of beating Hensford. It's a last-minute goal in added time that holds Hensford level. And by that point, I should imagine if you're Warrington Rylands, you're just goosed, aren't you? The momentum is with Hensford. They've got the home advantage. They've just scored. Crowds behind them. And somehow still managed to hold on to get to penalties and then get beaten 5-4. So I think if you're anything to do with Rylands, this is a massive pat on the back and round of applause for you. I know you've fallen just short at the last hurdle, but what a season they've had.
Yeah,
fair play.
Hensford, bigger backing, bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Bigger money, bigger gates. They're more prepared for the National League.
Back-to-back promotions. That is now for Hensford. Yeah. They've gone from Northern Prem West to National League North in 2 seasons. Pretty amazing stuff. A
team that people think that might be growing too fast is Avro, of course. So Northern Premier League West, they beat Stalybridge Celtic 4-2 to gain promotion to the Northern Premier Division. It's been a meteoric rise for Avro, played in the Manchester League as recently as the 2017-18 season. All their promotions within the system have come via second place, points per game ratios or playoffs. Grant Shenton is committed to another year as their manager.
Of course he has. Why wouldn't you? If you're Grant Shenton, you're riding a serious high, both as an Avro manager and then as a manager in your own right, really. I'm sure he wants to experience everything there is to experience within the Northern Premier as the Avro manager, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's been touted by clubs higher up, because this is going to do wonders for his CV. And Macclesfield have kept John Rooney and assistant Francis Jeffers, both of whom extended their contracts. We've just mentioned it briefly. They were knocked out of the playoff semi-finals by Kidderminster Harriers 3-1 on Saturday. You might recall that Robbie Savage left Macclesfield after helming them gain promotion to the National League North and then took the Forest Green job. But like Macclesfield, they were eliminated in the playoffs, beaten by Boreham Wood 1-0 in the quarters. So for Macclesfield, is that I know we sort of touched on it briefly, but is this a season of success for them?
Yes and no, because one, they lost Robbie Savage. They seem to have the momentum off the back of the promotion. And changes have been made. Relationships have been broken, haven't they? Or friendships seem to have been broken between Savage and the chairman.
Lost a few players as well, didn't they?
Yeah, like you said before, they've lost a few players.
Took a few to Forest Green with them.
But they've had that great run in the FA Cup. They beat the FA Cup holders, Crystal Palace.
It was a massive day for them.
So it's been a massive season for them in many ways.
I think if
it's
you
a massive club.
Any team that gets promoted the previous year goes on to finish in the playoffs, and gets to the third round of the FA Cup, fourth round of the FA Cup, what a successful season. I think because it's Macclesfield, and because we know the backing they've got, and they want to get back in the league as soon as possible, that's why the question arises, is it a successful season? For anyone else, surely it's got to be.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you put a massive amount of money into to getting yourself up into that position, then you're knocked back for another season. I always remember when the likes of FC United and not FC United, but the likes of Chester and AFC Halifax were parachuted into Skems division at the time, and we've been working hard, sort of budget-wise, getting a decent budget together. And getting pegged back all the time because the money boys were coming into the.
It always used to be, and it's still certainly sort of the case at the minute, where every season, whichever league you're in, there was always one team that had a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I remember playing at Fleetwoods, your AFC Fileds. They came through. There was Chester. There's been loads. Always one team. Look at Bury the last few years. Now look at Macclesfield. In every league, I mean, look at the North West Counties Division 1 North this season. We know what Nelson have been paying, or so we believe. Lots of there's always a team in there with a big budget.
What did you make of the? What was the club that they sacked the manager because he underspent the budget? We talked about it the other week.
Yeah.
What club was it?
Oh,
he underspent.
Yeah, he really
underspent. So the remit was to keep them in the division,
right?
But they sacked him because he'd underspent. I'm just thinking, what would you think as a manager if you? Well, that's what I said.
Did he keep them in the division?
I think they finished middle of the table.
So his remit was to keep them in. He did, and he didn't overspend.
I think arguably what happened was the club have got themselves into a position where they could have been in the playoffs,
right?
And the manager. So there is a question, really, isn't there, whether if you underspend, you underspending to underachieve.
For me, that would be, where's the communication between the manager and the committee / chairman who...
Well, I think the chairman's been saying to the manager, listen, you've got more money to spend there, spend it, because we're in a position
saying, listen, we can get in the playoffs here, go and get yourself a couple more players, and let's kick on. But if the manager's gone, no, I'm not bothering with that.
How would you feel if you'd been sacked, you'd been given a half-decent budget, you've underspent, but you've done the job that you were asked to do, and then they've sacked you because you've underspent? What would you say?
Well, at the end of the day, you've done the job you're asked to do.
Yeah.
So that would be your first question, would be, well, hang on, I've done the job you asked me to do. I've not overspent on your budget. In fact, I've underspent on the budget. What's your reasoning for sacking me? And I think you could go out with your head held high, really.
There's more money in the coffers then for the season coming, isn't there? And you can have a genuine, really
And I do
approach.
get that coming towards the end of the season, if you get to January, February, and you're in a position where you can push on, use that money. If it's there, by all means, but... Strange one, very strange one, that one.
So AJ is tucked into his statistical phone to get statistics.
This isn't about Macclesfield.
Oh, it is.
It's not.
Okay,
it's about the next story on the agenda.
We'll move on to market rating because I've not put a great deal in the notes there. But Simon Line is the new chairman, which follows the resignation of Dan Dawson
as the manager.
As the manager who resigned towards the end of the season.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, absolutely. So market rating, it's they've already initiated their rebuilding for next season. They're still waiting to find out whether they'll be allocated a place within the North West Counties Division 1 South next season after having finished second bottom in the league. It's been a bit of a torrid season for all concerned with the Gingerbread Men. Simon Line is the chairman after having served as the director of football for the last 2 2 years and was actually the manager of Market Drayton between 2005 and 2011. His first port of call is installing a new management team at Greenfields. So he's opted for Dave Lloyd and Adam Proudlock. So for Dave Lloyd, it's his first foray into football management, and it's Proudlock's first in six years. He had a spell with Eccleshall in 2020, and before that Newport Town. Obviously he's more remembered for his achievements on the pitch, including being pro, yes he is, yeah. Sheffield United, Wolves, Stockport County, to name a few. Alright, so they're now being tasked with seeing where upturning Market Drayton Town's successes. Ironically enough, we talk about average gates and good support. Market Drayton Town were the third most supported club at home across all of Division 1 South. I think they were. I think support only came for Sandbach United and Eccleshall as far as average gates were concerned. For Christ's sake. Are you quite finished?
I can't put off the medication, so I'm in a lot of pain now. So I've got to take my painkillers.
I understand. That's fine. But all change at Market Drayton Town right now. A bit of consistency, if you like. Simon Line now ready to step back up as the chairman after having been the director.
He's already been involved with the club, hasn't he?
Oh, he's been involved with the club for a lot of years. In different roles. He was, as I say, he was obviously the manager. He's been the director of football for the last couple of years, so he's been seeing and understanding what's going on off the pitch. And seems now ready to make that next step. Into being the chairman. All change for Market Drayton. Matthew Allen, obviously the chairman, just having left at the end of last season alongside Dan Dawson. But the current focus for Market Drayton Town is seeing which league they'll be in, whether they'll be in Midlands Amateur.
We were in this position ourselves last year.
Exactly. Now,
nice place to be.
I feel like their Market Drayton have more confidence. I think more confidence than we did. Pardon us. But given their average points per game ratio, it's a lot higher than ours was last season. So I think they'll be quite confident that they'll get a stay of execution.
They were County South.
County South.
So they finished second from bottom.
They did.
And obviously a team dropped out as well.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I don't think they'd get a reprieve anyway.
I
was only 2 down initially. Did it come up on the North West counties that they've been relegated? Didn't it?
It always says that. It gives it the R on the table.
Yeah, I think regardless of what teams have dropped out, you'll get that R.
Do you think in terms of relegation, had it been the fact that Skelmersdale United Football Club had been playing at, say, White Moss Park or Stormy Corner, relegation is a much softer, have a much softer feel to it when you've got your own stadium
within your own community.
Yeah.
I don't know, it still hurts.
It still hurts.
I don't know if we would have been in that position at all if we were at White Moss Park. We'd have been a lot well backed financially as well. We'd have had more links to the community. I think there would have been more money.
It's White Moss Park. We had a debt of £50,000.
I know, but that was,
which feels like nothing these days.
And that was what, 20 years ago?
Well, 26 years ago, something like that.
I think 2001.
Happy Millennium.
Around that period when they were struggling to keep the club afloat, and then somebody becomes involved and gives you a plan B, which it didn't. We ended up moving to Stormy Corner, but all for the grand total of a £50,000 debt, which doesn't seem like anything these days.
No.
But that said,
that's what it costs to run.
White Moss Park, we didn't have a clubhouse any longer.
No, they sold the blue rooms off, didn't they? So
Dunlops, yeah. And eventually it was Dave Tomlinson.
Dave Tomlinson ran it, yeah.
There was a couple of people running it at the time. But the very fact that you could never ever, unless somebody had... Dave Tomlinson was the chairman of Skem at the time, but the two businesses were separate, so he wasn't ploughing his resources from the social club into the football club. It is always the difficulty if you haven't got that to sort of back up the club financially. So we could never have bought back into the social club unless they'd have been willing to sell it, and we couldn't afford to do it because we were £50,000 in debt.
Yeah.
So Stormy Corner really was, in many ways, was a lifeline. It doesn't matter what the politics behind it, it was definitely a lifeline for us. It was just.
I think that's how you rebuild, isn't it? Once you've got your own stadium,
and you tied into a brewery, and you've got an £80,000 debt before you've even started.
That's a problem.
You know, that makes life really, really difficult for you. So,
hence the long road back.
Yeah, I'm fighting above your weight all the time, doing particularly well,
and
but
the rest.
Never putting anything back into bricks and mortar. That's where it all went wrong for Skem. You know, putting all your eggs in one basket.
Which was the playing squad at that point, wasn't it?
Yeah, and some good money. I mean, I look at it now, where I think our budget's around about £1,800, £1,800. My last season as a
dream of that now.
Yeah, some of the top teams in the Northwest Counties are paying that now.
We dream for a third of that now. Oh my God. You have £600 a week budget. I'm all right with that for next season.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Listen, talking about budgets, what do you think is a decent budget to get yourself out of the Northwest Counties Division 1 North?
Excuse me.
Are you Googling that?
No, I'm just doing maths.
You're doing maths?
We do know that 18-man squad now, isn't he?
Yeah, we do know that Abbey Hay had a budget of 800 and they had to drop it to 5, and that's why the manager left.
Yeah, I think...
And they just missed relegation, and that was in the Premier Division.
So I think you're probably looking at around about...
To get out of the Division 1 North?
Sustain football, to be sort of on the fringes of success, winning a cup or playoffs, and maybe sneaking through.
I think you're probably looking at around $750.
I don't think you can put a figure on it because, all right, if you say, right, we want to go up, I think you're looking, I mean, I know there's clubs in that league that have got budgets of £1,700-1,800 and beyond.
Yeah.
I also know a team, because I won't tell you who it is on here because I don't want to reveal what he's told me, but who have been promoted in recent seasons from that league, and their budget was a lot lower.
Yeah.
But they built a squad over the years that had got them to where they were, and so it is doable in different ways.
Yeah, I think if you've got the right manager...
You either do it longevity of doing 5, 6, 7 years to build a team and build a squad who knows that they're playing together and plays together all the time, gets to know each other, you can do it. If you want to do it straight away, you need a big budget to go and go, right, well, I'll have that player, that player, that player, that player, that player.
Money, no object.
And up we go.
Yeah.
So there's different ways of doing it.
What would you prefer to do, though? Grow steadily or quickly? Everyone wants
it straight away.
Instant success, don't they?
And it's nice to get that, but I think if you do it quickly, so if you turn around, we got in the county, you turn around, said £2,000 a week, go and get us promoted.
That's massive, that.
You get promoted, and then you're like, well, what are we doing this season? Because I'm going to need more now.
Yeah, it's the Oliver Twist.
There's a ceiling to it of where you get to. You think, well, we've got you want us out of this league. We've got promoted. What do we do next season?
Yeah.
Are we getting to £2,500 budget, £3,000 budget? Do you want to go again?
So what you're saying is you've got to be prepared. Once you move up, you've got to be in a position where you can increase that budget.
Yeah, I think you have to.
I think every club needs to look at, my opinion, of if you are going to go up, what's your plan A, B, and C? What are you looking at going up again? Are you looking at staying in the league, mid-table-ish? Or are you looking at we just need to stay in? Mm-hmm. And does the budget reflect that? But again, it's if you spend a lot of money and you go up, do you retain them players that you've paid a lot of money to? Do you bring more players in and better players in? Because the teams that are like Nelson, for example, I watched them in the last game of the season because Joe was playing for Ashton and we were playing away at Nelson. They've got lads there who've played 2, 3, 4. Billy Priestley's still playing. 2, 3. Andy Teague's still playing. They've played 3, 4, 5 leagues higher. They're getting good money. All right, they're getting on a bit, but they've gone up again. They've gone up again now. For how many times can they do it? Great players, but I say the early to mid 30s. How much? So at what point does that team then have to break up and they have to rebuild fully again because they've spent all that money and that team? I think if you do it longevity, you build a team and build a squad. It's
is that
6 of one, half dozen the other, isn't
it? Is that going to be Berry's biggest hurdle?
I don't think it was Atherton Alar's biggest hurdle, to be honest, because they barely rebuilt their squad between getting promoted last season and reaching the playoffs this season. I think there was about 4 or 5 players that didn't make the squad from last season to this, and one of them was due to a really awful injury. I think he had an ACL in the last game of the last season.
But we know they've got a great manager, don't we?
They've got a hell of a manager.
And sometimes if you've got a great manager and you get a fair bit of the rub of the green as well, that can sort of tip the balance a little bit more in your favour, even if you haven't got the biggest budget. But what I'm saying to you is, do you think the likes of Bury, that will be their biggest problem? Because they're in the Northern Premier Division now.
At what point can you not sustain it?
Yeah, because they're averaging 3,500 gates. If they get to their natural level, which you say, for argument's sake, is the Northern Premier Division, the gates are going to sort of level off, aren't they? If they become a mediocre team, a middle-of-the-road team in the Northern Premier League, or say even the National League North, once you've reached that level there, you might get your crowds up to 4,000.
But these gates are much higher than teams in the National League North at the minute.
Well, but the problem is the stadium, to sustain the stadium, to look after it and maintain it, costs a fortune.
But how much of that stadium do you reckon will have been used over the last few years that they've been kicking
still got to be maintained, even if you're not.
To some degree, yeah. I mean, I think they've got a plastic pitch going on it.
That'll be making them a little bit.
The stands that they won't.
I was there with you when I last year.
Yeah.
It's impressive there now.
Yeah, I think the stands that they won't have operated. I think there is one.
They still had the grass stand, didn't they? Or was it just when they? The plastic had just been laid. It was one of the first games we went to watch a development match there, didn't we?
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
Who did we watch?
It was Ashton Town's 23, isn't it?
Yeah, versus Bury, wasn't it? Yeah. Some decent players in that as well.
Yeah, it was a good game. But they had a good crowd as well. But the pitch, the setup there now is. It's a football league ground.
It's amazing, but on match day, big crowd, stewarding, policing costs, staffing costs. I don't know. I think we tried to ask the question to Chris Watts. What does it cost to put a game on there? Some figure came to me around about £15,000 a game to put a game on. So if you work out 3,500 people coming through that gate,
and how much is it? How much is tickets? Yeah, how much is season tickets going to be? It's going to go up this season again.
I think the 15,000 is probably the balance between home and away. So that sustains you for a home and away game, because you don't get anything on an away game. It's a hell of a lot of money. But like I say, if they get to the National League North, let's say they get to the National League North, which I think is easily within their reach, from that point onwards, I don't know how much easier it becomes, because we talk about that block of clubs now that have been relegated from the Football League, and they've been there for years. They've not got themselves back up.
You know, in these lower leagues, you're the big fish, the money man, the big fish, and all of a sudden you get to the point where all the clubs in the league that you've reached are the same.
Yeah.
You're no longer the biggest club in that league.
No.
Some of them bigger, aren't they? Macclesfield.
And some of them are bigger clubs than you. So you can be the big club, up and up, and then you go, right, some clubs bigger than us now. This maybe have reached our level. But and then it's down to building a squad, having a good manager in place. Can we get to the playoffs? Can we sort of get up and go from there? They've got a good manager, to be fair.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and when we were doing really well and we qualified for the playoffs 4 times out of 5 seasons when we were in the Northern Premier League North, as it was then, I started off with a 5-year plan. We'd just been promoted from the North West Counties and just taken over as chairman, and I thought our natural level, if we could maintain our success, would be National League North, which was Conference North at the time. I thought, and the reason why I said that was because the Northern Premier League, there was more travelling in that league than there was in the Conference North. So I based an awful lot of it on that.
I mean, Kings Lynn were in it.
Yeah.
Kings Lynn Town.
I know.
What's that, like Norfolk way or something like that?
Yeah, it's a hell of a
I was going to actually ask that question, at what level, obviously it's completely different now, but when Skem had their own ground and Tommy had that team going through the leagues, what was the peak level Skem could have got to? Bear in mind, it's a big town.
Well,
from a fan base point of view,
40,000.
I'd left within a couple of seasons. Listen, bearing in mind they had good, decent sponsorship deals that I'd set up. Prior to that, they had a ground share agreement with Liverpool Ladies. These all dissipated. They left. As do, you don't get sponsors forever. You don't have ground share agreements forever. So the budgets reduced. But we got to the Northern Premier League, and we were top of the league for a certain amount of time. Yeah. If we could have kept that money, and I can't remember, Tommy will tell you what the budget was then, I think it was around about 2-2, but if we could have kept that budget at that time, there's no doubt about it, they could have been in the National League, the National League North, less travelling, bigger clubs, more attendance at home games, you'd get bigger gates. Would you? Because we didn't. We didn't, we moved up a level, but we got less kids. Was that because regionally there was more teams that were further stretched out? Like you mentioned, Kings Lynn and teams like that. But I think it's really difficult. And when I've looked at it now and said, I would have loved to have got to the National League North, but could we have sustained that for any length of time? I don't know, because we know how fickle support is, and if the support had it gone up, you'd have felt more promising. You'd have felt as though, this is a stepping stone to moving up, because if the crowds go up now, once we've been promoted, they should naturally go up again. But you're looking at numbers and you're expecting maybe 100 to 150. You would like to think that once you get to a certain level, your gates start going up in the hundreds rather than the tens. And that just didn't happen. And for me now, I look at Skem and I keep mentioning about protecting the legacy and talking about a proper community football club. I think until somebody comes along with oligarch type finances, I think Skem's got to be realistic. I think Clay Brown, Skelmersdale Town, they've got to be realistic as well. I don't think they've been realistic at all.
What we're saying about money, when I'm saying oligarch money, which is what someone comes along with a lot of money, even then there's a point because we all know with football, the higher you go, the more it costs. Someone comes around with loads of money, takes you 3, 4, 5 leagues. There's a point there where they're going to go, I can't sustain this anymore. And we all know now, to get into the top level now at Premier League, it's billions. It used to be hundreds of millions, it's now billions.
It is literally billions.
And I'm sure Chelsea panicked when Roman Abramovich was kicked out of the country. They must have really panicked.
Well, the thing is, they've got the finances to be able to support themselves through this blue company, Clear Lake Capital Investment, but they're just pissing it away. They're on their 4th managerial.
How many swear words has he said so far?
Too many.
3. Right. What, do we need a swear jar now?
No. Listen, it makes non-league football more and more interesting talking about these little anomalies. But listen, let's move on. Let's move on to Hyde United. The club have confirmed that Michael Clegg has signed a 1-year deal with an option for another year. So as you remember, Cleggy left Atherton Collieries at the end of 2025, citing family and business reasons for stepping back, only to return a month later, this time to Hyde United. What do we all make of that?
Don't know if I'm surprised.
I think at the time, because I think we spoke about it, we all presumed he'd end up at Bury.
Yeah, well I did. I called it. I said
we all presumed he's going to Bury.
Yeah.
And he's not. He's gone to Hyde.
He's gone to Hyde and pulled off a bit of an escape act with them as well. They were sort of looking pretty adrift there in the relegation zone, but he's pulled them clear, and I think he did it with a couple of games to spare. And as we all know now, it's come at the expense of I think, was it Cables?
Cables.
No, it was Cables. Yeah. So he's done his
job, and he was given the job till the end of the season.
He was.
I always felt as though, well, that's probably him saying, "Listen, just publicly announce it." We had him on the show, by the way. He's a really nice bloke, isn't he? We had a fascinating conversation with him back in the day.
Don't know him really.
You can't remember, can you?
I wasn't there for that one.
You weren't there?
No, there was 2 guest interviews that you've done solo. Oh, right. Cleggy was one of them.
I know Barney knows him. I don't know him, but he was a good player. Play against him, he was a good player. For a long time.
Yeah, but I think I think we can probably say the same for Steve Wilkes. Once you've got that bit between your teeth as a manager, you're not likely to go anywhere anytime soon. And I think,
where are we predicting Stevie Wilkes goes then when he's got fed up with shopping? Where could he possibly go?
It's going to have to be somewhere in sort of East Lancashire, roughly speaking.
Paddy him get off to a really bad start?
Nah, I don't know.
You never know.
Well, you never know because he's got the experience in the high league.
And he has been at Padiham before.
Rammy get off to a bad start.
just parachuting back in to save the season.
Honestly, with football, nothing surprises you anymore, does it? You just don't know.
Not at all.
Hyde United, by the way, another fantastic club. Always felt as though it's been a really well-run club over the years. Great well supported at stages as well. Yeah. That could sustain football at much higher level, couldn't it?
Yeah, great stadium. They're 4G now, aren't they?
Yeah, I love it.
It used to be, the pitch used to be like a carpet. City Reserve used to play there. They're full-time groundsmen.
That's right.
It was unreal.
Yeah, they don't get that back in now, do they? Because I know they went through a period where financially they were a little bit unstable, and I think that was the time when City pulled out. They're no longer there now.
Well, no, they've got that.
They've got that big stadium across the road.
Across the road from the Etihad, aren't they, in the campus there? So they play all the. Well, there's no reserve games anymore, isn't it? It's all under 23s and under 19s and 20s and 21, whatever it is.
FA Youth Cup's being played there rather than at the big stadium. Bit tight, though.
Listen, we mentioned Warrington Rhinelands before, of course, lost out in the playoffs there, but I think you mentioned it, Neil Reynolds signed a 3-year extension securing his future following that playoff defeat.
God, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? The first thing that you want to do as a Rylands, honcho is tie down the gaffer that's got you so far this season.
Very rare you see it in non-league level or a 3-year contract.
To be fair, I think the only other one that I've seen sign something like that long is Davy Jones. I think he signed a tour last year.
It's always usually 2s. Never more than 2.
Yeah. You reckon?
Only 2 with an option, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes 1 with an option or 2.
Evidently they feel that Reynolds has that capacity to see them through a 3-year plan, which may eventually sort of lead to them going into the national leagues. So do you know what? Like, why wouldn't you tie him down? And particularly if he then retains his players for another season, because again, it's the lads on the pitch what have got them this far. With the help of Neil, absolutely. But you start that.
Well, he had a full-time job, didn't he, at FC United? He wasn't only the manager. I think he was some like community project manager as well, wasn't he? So to go from that and losing his job at FC United and going to Warrington Rhinelands, he must be on a decent deal there, because that was his job. I don't know whether he's gone back to, I think he was a teacher, wasn't he? So I don't know whether he's gone back to part-time teaching as well as being a manager, but you would imagine he's on a decent little screw there.
Well, even if he isn't, like, the hell of a project you've got going on at Rylands.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
This next one's going
I'll let you pick up the Dorking Wanderers story.
Alrighty. Yeah, so Dorking Wanderers is pleased to reveal that a US-based consortium led by entrepreneur James Sixsmith, a former professional ice hockey player and founder of Take Profit Trader, has acquired a stake in the club. The investment aims to support the club's growth. Daryl Cumberland will represent the consortium in the UK, working closely with the club's senior committee. Sixsmith said, "From my experience in professional sports, I know how far an investment can go for a team with a strong culture. My goal is to propel the club to new heights, and I look forward to supporting the team long term." Chris Lee, the club's executive director, welcomed the consortium, saying, "We're an ambitious club seeking enthusiastic, like-minded individuals to help us progress. We're grateful to our strong existing ownership and look forward to what Daryl, James and the team will bring. Our main goal remains taking Dorking Wanderers into the Football League." Obviously, it's well known that Mark White is the chairman and the manager of Dorking Wanderers, has taken the club from Crawley in District League to the heights of the National League South. They missed out on promotion at the end of this season, beaten 4-2 by Torquay United in the playoffs.
You know what I noticed about this story, though? If you look at the press release, they don't actually mention Mark White.
No, it's club's director. But I'm laughing because have you seen some of the videos on like Facebook and YouTube?
Oh, hilarious!
Mark White, brilliant. But he did a podcast as well. Is it Under the Cosh?
Yeah.
He was on that. Absolutely funny, brilliant. I think one of the questions he said to me, sorry, because they were in the conference, weren't they, last season? Yeah. Was it last season?
I think it's last season, yeah.
They had him on, they said, "So I'm guessing you've got all your badges. What badges have you got now? Because you're working at Leeds." And he just turned around and went, "Fuck all."
Yeah, he's got no badges, has he?
Don't give a shit. He's so funny.
That's the Tommy Lawson School of Management.
No, but some
it's
of them
the
videos.
Steve Scott's School of Management.
Some of the videos. Obviously, he's doing something right. But,
doing something very right.
Yeah, them videos are brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And what you see happening there, I mean, there's a lot of American consortiums now seem to be taking over non-league football clubs, Flixton being one of them.
I'd be interested to know what Take Profit Trader is all about, whether that's just...
I think it's about taking.
Oh, very good.
Profit.
Well done.
Trading.
5 points. Right.
Listen, it's probably a good...
Noxious sod.
It's probably a good moment to turn around and say, I say promenade, you say promenade, because...
I listened to the podcast last week. Hang on, let me find what I said to him. The first
I wanted to mention
5 minutes.
He's looking at me like, whoa! If eyes could kill. Ooh.
When was it? Last Friday?
Yeah, we're just pausing the news because they've got text messages between
Friday,
them.
hang on.
Yeah.
It was Friday.
You sent me a voicemail, didn't you?
It was a voice. I'm not going to play it because I probably swear what I was basically...
No, go on, play the voice note. Go on.
I don't know if I gave him some steak.
Just put it close to the mic.
Just started listening to Speaking Frankly. Can you somebody please tell AJ it's not a promenade, it's the promenade. Jesus Christ. I hope he's there tomorrow, he's getting told.
Incidentally, I was not there tomorrow. I did not get told.
And then he put, I told him laughing, and then the next 2 minutes, he went through that conversation.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Depot and Depot.
Depot and Depot. Mind you, I think we said this, a lot of the younger ones that say Depot.
Well, I think you've also got to bear in mind that I'm not from these parts. Yes. I'm a Yorkshireman, therefore we say things proper.
He's from overseas.
Yeah, I'm from overseas. I am a foreigner in these parts, really, aren't I?
Listen, anyway.
Slightly exotic, but anyway.
Did we finish off the Dorking Wanderers?
No, we didn't really. We have no idea what Take Profit Trader is. We assume it's some kind of online forex trading kind of dealio, and that's how he's made his money that he's then put him into Dorking Wanderers, following a bit of a trend of online trading cryptocurrency kind of bankability that's included Peter McCormack over at Bedford.
Who was the American entrepreneur that week had on the show that took over? Was it Hanley?
It was Hanley Town, yeah. It was Tom somebody or other, but he was a real estate agent.
Right. Have we heard anything more about Hanley?
Well, they got promoted.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
So they're
back in the Northern Prem.
You know where Hanley is, don't you?
Stoke.
Yeah, what a night out that is.
Really?
Stoke?
Yeah.
Stoke?
No, Hanley.
Oh, Hanley.
Yeah. Right.
Hanley's a good night out.
Yeah. Well, it was 20 years ago.
All right.
Anyway, moving on.
Is there a story there?
No, there's no story. No.
Listen, we move on to Skelmersdale United Football Club anyway. So, listen, our recent away match at River highlighted issues with refereeing quality.
And also disciplinary.
Yeah. So, I mean...
No comment. I'm going no comment every one of these.
First of all, it's our first draw in almost a year, I think. Something like that. I think the last time we drew was early on.
We drew in cup games, but last season. First league
domestic draw of the season. And our last one was...
Garstangaro.
It wasn't. It was Route 1 Rovers.
Route 1 Rovers at
August 2024.
Just what's that? Why are you going back?
Was our last draw in domestic competition.
That was at home to Route 1 Rovers, yeah?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, no, we drew. Did we play Garstang away before Route 1 Rovers?
No.
We drew 2-2 at Garstang last year.
We drew 3-3 at Garstang, and that was before that game.
So Garstang was before that?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah. So listen, we managed the 2-2 draw.
Anyway, moving on.
Amazing game.
It was a good game of football. If for a neutral, it was a really good game of football.
Yeah, we played well. We had some good performances. I think we deserved to win the game, in all honesty.
I do.
In my opinion, it was a bit like at times a basketball game, end to end. We sort of let it get like that. We probably shouldn't have, because I felt we had enough to win the game, but draw, take a point in the end away from home.
A lot of stoppages in the game, and mainly against us. There was quite a few fair fouls coming through from River. It was never a dirty game as such.
No, it wasn't a dirty game. No, it was just a.
Is it clumsy?
No, I'm not going to say much, to be honest, but.
There were decisions
frustrating.
Decisions that were made that we thought particularly as they were against us, as you do, we thought there was a bit of guesswork rather than actual what he's seen. And yet when it was on the other foot, and it was them that were fouling us, he didn't seem to be picking, and there were worse fouls, weren't there?
Yeah. Frustrating.
Not fouls on a grand scale, but of course then Andy gets sent off again. How many send-offs is this season?
Two.
Only two.
Only two. An iMatch ban.
If Richard's listening.
An iMatch stadium ban last season. If they throw the book at you, you're knackered now,
doesn't learn, does he? No. And to be fair...
Last time we had a manager like this with his poor discipline, Andy he was called Pascal Chimbonda.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. I said to you after the game, I'm not accepting that as a red card.
No.
One of our players was fouled. It was a clear foul. He didn't give it. I went a bit loopy on the touchline. Came over. I said it was a foul. No swearing was involved until the red card was. But no swearing was involved. I said, in my opinion, it's a foul. He said, no, it's not a foul. I shouldn't have to come over to speak to you. I said, well, it's a foul. It's a clear as day foul. No, it's not. And I turned around to go back to the dugout and said, right, okay, whatever. And the whatever word got myself a red card. Give me a yellow card for petulance, not any day of the week. But if that goes through as foul and abusive language and something comes back for it,
that is pathetic.
I will be fighting it all the way because it was, If I'd have called him a cunt or a
oh God, Andy!
Well, you know what I mean.
We don't. There's a word that we don't use.
If I'd have called him anything like that, then you hold your hands up and you go.
Yeah. If we'd have called him a canut.
You hold your hands up and you say, fair enough. Heat of the moment.
You've unloaded on him afterwards, haven't you? Through frustration. But that's.
Did you speak to him after the game as well?
No, I didn't unload on him afterwards.
All right.
Oh, walking off.
Yeah, when you were walking.
Well, only
off.
because I had to walk off, and I've walked out of the gate. Bear in mind, we're not playing at a stadium. There's no changing rooms as you walk out.
You can't walk off. You can't walk off the sidelines, can you?
We can't walk off. We're playing on a 4G with a so I've got to walk across to the gate to actually get off the 4G. So I just walked outside the gate and I stood next to you, and he's like, "No, go." And I was like, "Well, I don't know where you want me to go." To the point where everyone on the touchline was saying, just get on with the fucking game.
Yeah.
Even people who were watching them were like, what is he doing? I was like, well, I don't understand where you want me to go. So then, after the game, I spoke to him and he just didn't take me on. I just said, listen, I didn't swear at you. I said whatever and turned away. If that's
did you actually speak to him after the game as well, did you?
He didn't even look at me.
I didn't speak to him at all. Well, I went in and just paid his money and
didn't even answer.
I thought it's a waste of time. I'll be on an FA charge again.
So,
what was more disappointing about that was one of our players, no won't name him, but he told the referee to F off after he'd been booked, and he didn't do anything about that. But then, if you remember that game at home when the manager came on and pushed one of our players, which game was that at home?
Halewood Apollo.
That was the other game I got sent off.
Yeah, I mean, he goes on there, manhandles the referee. He actually handled the referee, didn't he?
He actually sent me off that day, right?
Was it when he handled the referee?
No.
So what
he handled, it was one of their players who handled the referee. That was Joey Orrs at home.
Right, he was trying to show the referee what had happened to one of his players.
And he got sin-binned.
Yeah, that was a different game, man.
Yeah, it was. So the one where the manager ran on to remonstrate with one of our players, that was Halewood.
So that was a bit of a scuffle on the pitch, and their manager come onto the pitch. Right into basically pushing and looking at throwing a punch to one of our players. That is the game I got sent off. Now that's to me that's a straight, it's just ending off, isn't it? That game I got sent off. I've gone a bit nuts again over a decision. He's come over. He was actually all right. That referee. I spoke to him afterwards. He was actually okay. And apparently he was giving me a yellow card, and apparently he was asking me what's your name. He was asking me name, and I didn't give him my name. Not on purpose, because you're in meeting. I'm like, well, it was a foul, and that's why he sent me off. And I went in and saw him afterwards. He was actually okay. And I just said to him, listen, I apologise if I didn't give you my name, blah, blah. But I said, you can't have a manager of an opposing team coming on the pitch, starting fights with players. I said, that's a red card.
But I'll give you my name now. It's Caleb Jones.
Yeah.
Listen, it was a disappointing... not end to the game, but it took a bit of shine off the performance because it was a really good, entertaining game.
It was a good performance.
Their manager even said, it was a great performance, and he highlighted a couple of our players who said were outstanding. I'm not going to name them, because people don't.
I mean, I won't name them, but we had some really good performances, to be honest. And I felt we should have won the game. We could have won the game, but you take a point.
Yeah.
Away from home, I suppose. River mid-table-ish to
a
little bit high. They might be about 7th or 6th or 7th.
Something like that. They've had a big good turn in fortune last 3 games.
I felt we should have won the game, but they've got some decent players as well, and they scored a cracking free kick.
Yeah.
And onwards to the last game of the season this week against Granby.
What can we expect in that one?
Same again, go again. I think we beat Granby at home last.
Yes, we did.
And to be honest,
this is the only opportunity we've got of doing a double, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, it is.
And Granby, when we play Granby at home,
good team,
good people,
very athletic, nice people. Yeah,
really nice bunch of lads, and the management staff as well. Although I remember when they scored the first goal and they ran
on the pitch.
The manager ran onto the pitch. Yeah, he was very happy.
But yeah, I mean.
You lick your wounds after that. I mean, there's a difference, isn't there, between one of your players getting pushed by the manager and then somebody running on the pitch.
Yeah, celebrating, it happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But we'll go into the game and try and get the 3 points. Like I say, do a double. The biggest one that I'm going to say, be telling the players, and if any of them listen to this, not that they probably do, but they don't even read WhatsApps, is that if we do win the game, we go above MSB Wilton.
Yeah,
because they've finished their league season.
Yes,
now.
they have. There's a point between us.
If we draw, we go on the same points. They've got a better goal difference. So we win the game, it gets us above them.
Yeah.
So that's got to be the carrot on the end of the stick for trying to win the game on Saturday, and then it's straight to the players' presentation.
Yeah, definitely. How's the experience? How have you felt it?
It's your first managerial sort of full season, isn't it?
I'll probably sit down after the season and think about it and go through it in my head. I spoke to Tommy the other day. I still speak to Tommy quite a lot.
Yeah.
And it's been a roller coaster.
Been frustrating.
It's been frustrating. It's been hard. I found it a bit last season with coaching with Tommy, but it's a bit different as a manager where you can't. Once you walk out of that dugout, that changing room, you can't do anything about it.
No.
And the things you give to be able to go back on a football pitch and play 90 minutes again, and you can't, and you've got to trust the players, and it's been hard. It makes you realise that getting the right players in is the key. Building the squad together is the key. You can have the best player in the world, but if he's no good within a squad, it's not worth it having them players in. I've enjoyed it. A lot to learn from a disciplinary point of view. I just get frustrated with managers, and Tommy tells me all the time. He does. It's just because he was bad back in the day.
Oh, he was. I've said I went through that period where in 20s and 30s I was up until sort of me.
No, Tommy was bad back in the day.
Yeah, I know, but I was as well. I was very much like Tommy, and then I learned to sort of reel it in a little bit and become more composed, and I've gone the opposite way in my 50s, late 50s.
Yeah. Well, it's weird with me because some games I'm like, well, I'll tell the players, listen, you can't change the decision, just don't have a go at the ref, and it's fine. I think it's what side of the bed I get up on a Saturday morning, because but some referees you can't talk to, that's what winds me up. We've had some referees this season that come over, they'll chat to you, blah, blah. We've had some the lines on Saturday on our side, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
But he's a nice bloke, Steve, isn't he?
Yeah, he'll talk to you, and you can have a go at him through the game and go, listen, it wasn't that, and he'll explain it. It's the ones who won't even look at you or talk to you. And I just think, come on, we're all human beings. Just be involved in it, just talk to people and explain your decision.
They don't realise. I don't think they realise sometimes that how easily they can spoil a game of football. And at the end of the day, if you're losing every day of the week, or every other week, it's disappointing in itself. But you can. Tommy said it last season. As long as we can go through the season and have a laugh and enjoy it, you know, the victories will come somewhere along the line, and we'll enjoy them even more than we did. Albeit, you know, only the two victories. But when you getting a bit of feedback here, can you hear it?
No.
Is that my phone or is that your phone?
Mine's not going off.
No,
is it yours vibrating?
Yeah, making a funny noise there. I'll have to keep it away from there. Yeah, so what was I saying? About enjoying the victories when they come along.
Oh, you're talking about referees, weren't we? But
I think the referees spoil. I don't know why they spoil the games. I got the impression from the referee straight from the start that he wanted to be centre of attention. And I've probably got to be careful what I'm saying, because we know this referee UK support, they get on your back when you turn around and say anything negative about referees. I want, by and large, a good standard of refereeing.
It's not so
consistent.
It's not so much that you want a consistent and a good standard referee, and I get that. And you got to look at what league we're in, and even in leagues higher, some of the refereeing is not great, but they're all human. I've refereed games before, kids' games and charity games and stuff like that. It's bloody hard. It is hard, and they're not gonna. And I get it, they're all gonna make mistakes. To me, it's not the side of we're managers, they're players, you're a referee. It's just being a human being and talking to them and say, sorry mate, I might have got that one wrong.
Yeah.
And you know what? If I was shouting and bawling on the side, which I can do, because someone had got a decision wrong, because a referee got a decision wrong, and he turned around and said, sorry, I might have got that one wrong. I'd go, fucking hell, fair play.
Yeah.
I'd get so much respect for you. And you know what? That would be brilliant. But it's the ones that won't even talk to you, treat you like a child, or like something they've trodden in, because they think they're the main attraction on show on a football pitch. We've had some this season, they'll talk to you, they're brilliant. I like that. I like referees that talk to you.
But do you think fundamentally it's down to the pressure though, isn't it? I mean, our last game at Marine, who did we play?
Liverpool Nalgo. I thought they were there for the beating.
Yeah.
You should have beat them.
Well, when we missed a penalty to go 2-1 up with 2 minutes to go to half time.
Yeah, I've got myself really angry then.
That's a real soul destroyer, that one.
Yeah, that was a.
But I can't even blame the referee then. I start to blame the players.
Yeah, I don't think you can put that on the referee.
No, nothing to do with
no, you can't. But what I'm saying to you is you put in a good performance and then somebody gets the blame. Yeah. So the referee gets the blame in a good performance.
But if you go through every game we've won this season, what can you remember about a referee? We come off a pitch on Saturday.
Nothing, because
we will say nothing, and we've won the game. We'll say nothing about the referee, and that's a psychological thing, because if you lost the game,
the referee's usually one of them.
Yeah, which happens, and I don't want to be a referee because you can't please everyone. You've got no chance.
To be a pernickety little sod, I can actually remember one of the referees, and it was the first game after Christmas when we played Netherby, is it? Netherlands in the cup.
Away in the cup, yeah.
And that was a game where at Jericho, and there was no linesman, there was just a referee, and he's a referee who we had at a linesman before at Daysbrook.
He's
one
right,
exceptionally good referee, and I think one who's actually been bumped up.
He was the liner on our line when we played Daysbrook.
Yeah, and then he became the referee for the game against them.
Really good, yeah.
Excellent referee.
Yeah.
His name's Ben.
One who chats you.
Yeah.
Chats you and have a chat. And
But you think ultimately, because we're all under pressure, we'll find a flaw either in our players, management team, or the referee or the opposition?
I think when things don't go right, it's just the way of life that you find a fault.
Yeah.
You find something to blame where you should look at
So
yourself.
how are we you and I, rehabilitate ourselves ahead of next season? Are we going to start? We're going to try to.
We're going to Gamblers Anonymous already.
Do
you think we need to go on a referee support?
I think I need half an hour sat down with Tommy, because last season when he got a stadium ban last season.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And he
said, not as considerable as yours.
So did you.
After that, he said, "I'm not talking to a referee ever again." Ever again. And
I don't think we go that far.
But he didn't. He stuck to it.
He didn't. Yeah.
And he never got in trouble again.
He obviously most of the time. I think what you find is the assistant referee that's on your side, you seem to have a rapport with, don't you? And you get on with him okay. Yeah. We sort of created a rapport with the linesman, and he was way off the pace on Saturday. And
the young lad on your side.
Yeah. And I got to the stage where every time I shouted offside, he put his flag up, and I thought, I'll just carry on doing this. Of course, in the second half, I didn't say anything at all. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's annoying when you don't get a decent level of refereeing. But I think ultimately, we all feel the pressure, and we want to find somebody to take it out on. So listen, just a quick one before we finish on. I think AJ's got
one
something
more
to
thing.
say.
Yes.
I was going to say, because we never really mentioned it last time, who inspires you from a managerial point? Who inspires you as a manager?
Don't say Klopp. Don't be typical and say Klopp.
To be honest, when you say inspires, I don't think anyone inspires me.
I know Derek Goulding did, because you mentioned it before.
As far as if I go through, I'm not going to say Klopp or Mourinho because I don't know them. I've never worked with them, and obviously that's a completely different level. If I go through manager, I was lucky because I had some very good managers. Benny Phillips was brilliant when I was at Bradford. Me and Tommy used to have quite a few arguments, to be honest, when I was playing. Same with Kev Glendon at Radcliffe. But when I was with them, I was playing, but we used to have arguments. Derek was one of the best from a coaching point of view because he was on a coaching. He was unbelievable. Him and Chris Towers, Chris, and I've said it before, and Chris might agree, might not, because he's an angry little bastard at times. Chris has been a manager before, and in my view, he's not a manager, but he's the best. I'd say the best coach I've worked with.
You've ever worked with, yeah.
Yeah, on a training pitch. Back in my younger days, worked with a guy called Alex Gibson at City. He was part of the FA and stuff, and he was brilliant. But Chris Stammers was on a training pitch. It was, you never stopped. It was fun. You put the work in, and it was informative. And it was, you were working on stuff for a weekend and games. He was absolutely spot on, coaching wise. Management wise, I just try and take bits from all the different ones that I've worked with and things that I liked. And
well, Derek always strikes me as somebody who's very calm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In control.
But if Derek went off,
you
put your head down and didn't look, because he could go off like a
But how would he treat referees? Would he get angry with referees?
Now and again. Now and again. I think Chris was the one that would go off with referees, but from a managing point of view, try and take it. Tommy was very good at treating the players differently, knowing what they needed. Yeah.
Like man management.
Yeah. Because with me, he'd give me a rollicking. And a lot of it, to be fair, because when I was when I was younger, like 19, 20, I was really fit, and I wasn't fit enough. And he used to always go on about it, and it was just like, it got boring. We used to, but he'd bollock me for it, and he knew he'd get a reaction, which he did. But he used to, with other players, he would put an arm around them, or there was other players he didn't have to say anything to. He knew how to treat them differently, whereas some other managers would just bollock everyone or not say anything to anyone. Whereas he try and take that, and especially these days where you can't talk to players now, like some of the things said to me back in the day, you couldn't talk to players like that anymore.
No.
So you've got to look after them and keep them on side. But yeah, Derek was very particular, and Chris, with tactically wise, they were brilliant. You'd be doing sessions in the middle of bloody winter on a Thursday night doing shape and stood round thinking, fucking hell, it's pissing down and I'm freezing cold, but you knew on a Saturday what you had to do. Yeah, it's just taking bits. It's not. I wouldn't say who inspires me. It's what I've learned as a player, because this is my first goal as a manager.
Well, that's why I asked the question, is because you've got to that stage now where you've done almost a full season.
Yeah.
When you reflect on that season, do you look back and say to yourself, well, there were stages there where I was becoming almost one of these, not all the time, but where I was using some of their methods. Yeah,
I think so, and I think I'll look, like I said, after the season, I'll sit down and look back and go, right, what worked, what didn't work. I think ultimately it's when you've got players in your squad, it's once a player gets to 18, 19, 20, they're not going to get better from a ability point of view. The ability's there. I think as a manager, it's getting the best out of them. And putting the best of them together that works right. So it's can you realise that you can do that? Have you done that? What have you done well? What have you not done well with players to not get the best out of them? What have you done well with the players to get the best out of them? Whether that's playing in the right position, playing them alongside. So for example, you're playing someone on the right side of midfield who's playing fullback. Do they complement each other well? Do they work well together? Do they not? How would you get the best out of them players? So I'll look back on that, and then I'll look at the things I've not done so well. I think, how can I do that better? And like I said, I speak to Tommy every week, and I ask his opinions on stuff. And it's my first managerial role, so like I said, I'd try and take stuff that I liked as a player from managers that I work with, and try and introduce that into what we're doing now. And it's totally different because we're at the level we're at. We only train once a week. There's at times when we don't have the full squad of training, so you can't work on.
Like I say, it comes back to that word again, frustration, doesn't it?
Yeah,
there's been frustrating moments throughout the season.
Well, it's tough as well because you train once a week. You don't get everyone there all the time. You're only playing on a Saturday, so you're only playing Saturdays. You're not playing midweek. You only train once a week. You've not got the whole squad there all the time through either work or commitments or whatever it is. It's hard to build a squad from scratch, I came in obviously after Nick. I knew a few of the players, I brought some in, but to build them from scratch, to have that camaraderie of like they'd been together for a few years. Back when I played, you'd be training Tuesday, Thursday, playing on a Saturday, or playing Tuesday, Thursday. Not so, but you'd be having nights out, you'd be away games. We used to get buses everywhere.
I know.
So you got to know each other so well, and you end up being mates, not just like. Some of the lads who can't come as a trainer, they only see the teammates for 2 hours on a Saturday. They're not doing a Thursday night, a Tuesday night, sitting on a bus for 2 or 3 hours, getting to know lads, having a chat with them, a couple of nights out, all that kind. So it's tough to build that camaraderie. We know a lot of teams we play in this league. I've played together for a long time and are all friends and stuff. So you're trying to build that squad, and it's hard. It is hard.
I was going to ask the question. Obviously, I was really I couldn't see the way forward really. When Tommy left, I'm thinking to myself, what the hell do I do next as a chairman of the football club? Where do we go? How do we recruit? In terms of management moving forward, and I got sort of the wrong end of the stick really. You're looking for somebody maybe that's got experience in the Liverpool County Premier League. That didn't come across, and the answer to the puzzle really was, I should have just said, Andy, do you fancy the job? If I'd have asked you to do the job at the time, would you have taken it?
It's a tough question because obviously Tommy had rang me and told me he was stepping down. He had the conversation with you, and I thought, well, I'm going to do the same, which I did, obviously. In fact, no, I didn't. You
didn't know you stayed, and that's why I'm saying.
I think I said to you, I didn't really want to be manager.
Yeah.
And my reasonings being...
Well, Tommy said to me, why don't you...
Yeah, my reasons being were, as you just said, get someone who's got experience in the Liverpool Premier League, Liverpool Prem.
But we were never going to get that, and that's the point I'm making.
No, but I felt that I didn't know the league. I would struggle to get players in. We had no budget, obviously, this season, so I would struggle to get players in who knew at higher levels. And I looked at the squad. To be fair, we'd just been beaten 9-0 by Runcorn Town.
Yeah.
I spoke to Tommy, was like, I can't do it. And he said a lot of stuff I'm saying now. Just felt that we weren't properly equipped for where we were.
But we know recruitment is not easy anyway.
It's not easy.
It doesn't matter who you are and what experience you've had. It's just not easy.
And obviously Nick and Barney came in, and then I don't know. Obviously when I stepped down, I did what I said. Watching Joe every week, which I was. I wanted to go and watch my son play. Obviously he's playing at Ashton Athletic, and I just felt I didn't know the league enough. And I think me and Tommy had the conversation where we felt the same this time last year about the North West Counties Division 1 North. We didn't. We do now. And it only takes a season and that. Obviously, we still talk about the counties now, and even though we're not in it, and keep an eye. We know a lot of players, a lot of teams, a lot of managers. So you know it now. You've got to know the leagues. We've got to know Liverpool Premier League this season. We've got to know the players, the managers, the way teams play, how they play, where they play. So you get to learn and know it. And I suppose, in hindsight, there's only one way of learning that, and that's by doing it.
Yeah.
But
we got there in the end.
We got there in the end.
Baptism of fire.
No, but on the flip side, I know if a football club gets relegated, as soon as they go down, the next thing they want to do is go back up.
Yeah, of course.
So I knew that Skem, as a football club, have gone down. They want to get back up. It's different. It's a bit different in this league because we all know that, and everyone knows that if you finish top 5 and you've applied for the North West Counties, you can go back up. You don't have to win the league. You don't have to come second. You don't have to win the playoffs. So that carrot was there for that, and I just felt, well, I don't think I'm equipped enough to do that.
I don't think the club is equipped enough to do that right now. Next season, different
ball game. I mean, felt in this league, and it was the unknown for us all, wasn't it? It was the complete unknown for everybody within the club.
Listen, you're going to get a good pre-season. It's almost starting already, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got all friendlies lined up.
Yeah, we're all lined up for that. We're all sorted for that. Spoke to a lot of the players for next season as well. And now get this game out of the way Saturday. Enjoy the presentation, and then it's
retain
recruitment. We've got
retain a good few players. And hopefully, like you say, recruit a few decent ones along the way.
At the end of the day, you want to be successful, you want to do well. We want to get back into that counties. We don't want to go and spend fortunes doing it and get back into the counties and have nothing to stay there with.
Yeah.
So,
what I can guarantee is that you will have a budget with loads of zeros.
With nothing in front of it.
Unless somebody comes along. If you're listening and you've got a few bob and you're an American investor or something like that.
We said before, do you jump in and do it and go, right, let's get up and spend a lot, or do you
I don't think it's about spending a lot of money. I think it's about having a reasonable budget with a reasonable sort of ambition rather than going over the top.
We were talking in the county, if and when we do get back in there. So say, for example, this time next season, we're back in the North West Counties for 2027, 28. That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's to me, that would be consolidate.
Yes.
And then can we kick on the following season, maybe playoffs, possibility going up, and then the following season you're looking to get promoted. If we're going in that trajectory. You can't go, right, there's a load of money, let's get promoted again. Because if we do get promoted, the following season, you're then a league higher, you're going to have to spend more money. And so probably need more money, and there's nothing left because you spent a lot this season. So you're just going to yo-yo. You're going to yo-yo up and down.
Droylsden have never been guaranteed a way up, even with their substantial gates and the investment there. Yeah. I think they've done it in a more sort of meticulous sort of way. This time, steady progress. I like the idea of steady progress. And consolidation, that they were words that I never really particularly liked. Didn't particularly like using them. But I think if you want sustainability in football, then you've got to have a steady approach to it. You can't be throwing all your eggs into one basket. That won't happen again with Skem.
If you get promoted, so for Skem United, Skelmersdale United get promoted at the end of next season, and then consolidate. You said you didn't like the consolidate word. When I say consolidate, so the following season they stay in the North West Counties to finish 14th. That's progress.
That is progress.
Because a promoted team has gone up and stayed up.
Yeah.
So that's progress. I speak to Matty Everton quite a lot at Exton.
Yeah.
And he voice messaged me the other day, and I said, obviously they've stayed up this season. They got promoted last season through the playoffs, and I said it's been a successful season because you've stayed in the league.
Yeah.
And then next season you try and build again. Can you finish top half and possibly jump in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think they finished 15th.
Because I've known Matty a long time, and I know that they want, and the setup they've got there now is fantastic.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's one of the, to be fair, it's one of the best around, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
So I know he will want to progress because I know that's what he's like. So he'll be thinking, right, next season now, can we successful season this season because we've stayed in the league. Progression now looks like top 10, top 8. Can we nick a playoff spot? And then go from there.
It's far easier to kick on, isn't it, when you have a little bit of success rather than getting relegated. Well, when you get relegated, you've got a total rebuild. You lose players. If you get promoted, you've got that little bit of euphoria and an experience behind you as well to kick on with.
You get relegated, you lose a lot of your players, or as we found out, all your players. You get promoted. Every player wants to stay because they're playing in high league.
It's a new adventure,
and they might think they might get a few extra quid in the pocket.
You've also got players who want to come and join the club who aren't there.
Well, yeah, you can attract more players as well, but you tell me any team that gets promoted and that have any players that want to leave, they all surely would want to stay to play in a high division.
Normally, if they're getting picked up to play higher. Or a better football.
But you'll get promoted, you're playing higher anyway, so you want to stay, don't you? You want to try. I think we all know there's lots of lads in non-league that play. A lot of it comes down to money. Fair enough. But to me, as a footballer at any level, you should always want to play as high as you can.
So listen, I'm looking forward to next season, particularly the pre-season schedule. But we're going to leave the final words in part 1 to AJ, because
is this a dulcet tone?
No, it's not.
No, this is not a dulcet tone.
I don't know why he's led you down that path.
No, that's right.
This is a little bit of a funny.
It is, yeah. So obviously we've covered earlier on in the show about Droylsden's promotion through the playoffs. Well, one guy was very, very adamant that they would not go up, and I'll let you listen to it here. See if you can guess who this is.
I'm going to tell you now, right, and the Droylsden supporters aren't going to like this, but I don't give a flying fuck. I'm an honest person, and I'm going to tell you. Droylsden aren't going to win them playoffs.
So,
well, we all know who that is.
So we know who it is.
Do you know who it is?
Yeah. That was the voice of Brent Peters, the chairman and manager of Birkut Borough Football Club, who said that on his podcast. He was absolutely adamant that Droylsden were not going to go up. So
he was absolutely wrong as well.
He was absolutely wrong. I mean, he was only just wrong, but he was absolutely wrong at the same time. So
quite abusive, really.
Yeah, he was very full-throated in it, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, he did say don't give a flying.
Yes, he certainly did. But I think the question that I got to pose to you guys is how confident are you before you turn into a dickhead? At what point do you think...
I've learned not to be.
Yeah.
I think the older that you get... I've said that, but Brent Peters is a lot older than me.
Yes, he is.
He'd have learned a lesson or two.
I
think he's done that to be controversial on his podcast and get listeners.
When you say confident, I don't think I come across as... I might speak to you on a Thursday or a Friday and go, I'm confident we might get a win tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you know what will happen next season, don't you? First round of the Cup.
Droylsden will be looking at break-up.
No, it'll be Droylsden, it'll be break-up. It's written in the stars. The Macron Cup, or whatever it's the League Cup's called these days.
Yeah.
It's written in the stars.
Yeah, you get the mick taken out of him.
Pacey's already rung him asking for friendlies.
At Droylsden.
At Droylsden as well.
Well, talking about not so much overconfidence, but I've mentioned it before. When we were playing Chester in the Northern Premier League North, I was hoodwinked into going onto a radio show, and I said that I don't think clubs that have gone out of business should be rewarded for failure. So what I was saying is I don't think they should get parachuted into the Northern Premier League North. They should start
as a means of restarting
at the lowest level.
Yeah, of course.
So when we went and played Chester at their place, 3,500 people were singing a song about me.
About you, yeah. I remember
Frank,
you telling me about
is
that.
Is a wanker.
Yeah. You were wondering about that one.
Totally original.
Yeah,
but,
of course. Yeah.
So overconfidence or saying the wrong words can always come back to bite you back in the bum. So I try not to be overconfident. I knew we were going to struggle.
Why you would say that?
Well, I knew we were going to struggle in the Liverpool County Premier League. It didn't matter who was it. I just knew we were going to struggle.
The thing is,
that's why I stepped down.
Of course, yeah. But he's representative of a team, a long-established team within the Northwest Counties, by all accounts doing reasonably well, sort of financially and logistically. On the pitch, flattered to deceive a little bit. Is he in a position to be making those kind of comments when his team isn't really flying?
I think everybody likes Brent. Well, I think everybody likes Brent Peters, so they'll take that with a pinch of salt. They'll be laughing the backsides off at that.
Yeah, I think Droylsden certainly.
It will draw a fair bit of banter if they end up playing each other in the cup competition, which you hope they do now.
It's written in the stars, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is written in the stars.
Anyway,
fair enough.
That's the end of the first part of the Speaking Frankly football show. In the second and final part of the show, we will be doing the non-league quiz of the week. See you soon. Welcome to the non-league quiz of the week. In the red corner, former Skelmersdale United legend and current manager Andy Barlow. He knows everything about non-league football, but he's forgotten most of it. In the blue corner is Skelmersdale United press officer AJ Vergette. He's guaranteed to answer every single question, but not necessarily in the right order. And then there's me in the middle of the ring, getting all the right answers if I'm asked the right questions. Let's get ready to rumble! So, hello and welcome to the second part of the show, and it's the non-league quiz of the week.
What supermarket sweet.
What did you think of the intro?
It was.
I think we've covered ourselves, haven't we? Because if we don't get any questions, right,
that's the end of the quiz.
Well, if it's the end of the quiz, it could be the end of the show. But you'll be lined up for being the next referee on Gladiators.
Listen, if this works well, we might make a regular thing of this. What do you think?
Well, maybe. Right. I mean, like I say, it really depends how it comes off with the viewers.
Yeah,
they'll get a shock of their life when they hear you screaming down the mic at them.
I'd like to say the rules are no cheating. So no cheating for starters.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit concerned now because you're holding your phone and you've got all your questions on your phone, but you have on yours.
Yeah, but I'm not going to Google anything.
All right, okay.
We're not that petty.
Yeah, it's okay. I've just got pages and pages of answers here. Right? But anyway, so what's going to work is I'll ask the first question. So I'll ask you a question and I'll ask Andy a question.
Very well.
Then you ask Andy and me a question, and then Andy asks me and you a question. We keep going like that until we. So it's 5 points for each correct answer. There's going to be some questions possibly where you've got an option of getting a point for each particular question, right? So you can break it down. You can either get 1 or 5, if that makes sense.
Mine aren't, but yeah, we'll go with that.
I don't think mine are, to be honest.
Well, you know what? I might use
take 3 more than.
There are a couple that are multiple choice, and that's as best as I can get.
I might use that as a tiebreaker if I lose out and you two are tying for the win. I was going to introduce a system where if you ask for a clue, you drop a point.
Yes.
If you ask for a second clue, you drop another point.
You mentioned this not 3 hours ago. Why is this changed now?
Right,
are we doing that then? So every question's worth 5?
Every question's worth 5.
Unless you need a hint, in which case it's 4.
And if you need a second hint,
it's 3.
If it gets passed on, it's passed on to whoever puts their hand up first.
Yeah.
No, I can't do pass-ons because he knows what question I'm asking you.
Exactly.
You blown it there. That was my possibility. Okay,
I know.
I will. Okay, in fairness, I won't answer any of those questions that you've already. I won't put my hand up.
Well, let's just.
I don't know all of them. You only told me 1 or 2, didn't you?
Let's give it a go.
Let's give it a go.
So
right?
let's do the 2 hints. We'll leave it. We'll do the question. If you get it right, it's 5.
Yeah.
2 hints.
1 hint's 4.
Mm-hmm.
2 hints is 3, and then the question's dead.
The question's dead, and you get a reveal.
Right. Okay. So we'll start with AJ.
All right.
Round 1. Here we go.
Dun dun dun.
So we do you know all the leading goal scorers in the Northwest Counties?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Right. So let's start with Division 1 South. Who's the highest goal scorer in Division 1 South this season?
If the question's going to be like this, I'm getting 0.
It's hang on. It's a choice between 2 of them. There's 2 that it could possibly be. Okay.
Spit them out. I'll go with the other one.
And now the thing is, I've completely forgotten his name as well, which is even bloody worse.
Yeah.
And I've rattled on.
We're going to have a time limit on these questions.
Yeah, of course, yeah. No, I'm going to need to take a hint on this one.
You're going to have to take a hint. Well, he is playing for Stafford Town.
Stafford Town. It's not Mazurkowitz, it's the other.
Does he have to get all 3 of these right?
Yeah. That's a bit harsh, really, isn't it?
I'm treading a bit of a line here now, aren't I?
No, if he gets 2 out of the 3 correct, he'll get the 5 points.
All right, that's fine.
Making it easy for him. Okay, let's move on to Division 1 North.
All right. Spencer Lucas.
Spencer Lucas, so that's 1 point out of... Well, you've got 1 part of the question right.
Yeah.
You just need to get that second part right.
Which is the Division 1 South.
Division 1 South, you've had a hint on that one.
Oh.
So you're down to 4 points.
Well, they can go to the...
Hang on. No. Will it give me 5 if I give you his surname? Just his surname.
I'll take his surname.
McFadden.
Incorrect.
Incorrect,
yeah.
I don't know then.
Right, okay, it's Matthew Hersey.
Oh, Matthew Hersey. Matthew Hersey is registered for Stafford Town, but he plays for the other Stafford team, the one that's in the Northern
No, no, he doesn't. He plays for Stafford Town.
He hasn't played a game for them since about January.
He's still their highest goal scorer.
That not include the Prem as well, no?
Well, we'll come to the Premier Division. So you've already answered this question already, which is a little bit annoying. So this is part 3 of the question.
Yeah.
So we actually, we know Lewis Bairn was the leading goal scorer. So I'm not even going to ask that as the question. So we know he scored 63 goals. Who scored the second highest amount of goals?
Elliot Taylor.
Right. Okay, because that's so easy. How many goals did he score?
47.
You know what? It's 46, but I'll give you that. I'll give you that as 5 points.
Appreciate that.
Oh, he gets a full 5 points for that.
Yeah, he gets. Listen, he's had to work hard for that one.
I'm screwed. If the question's gonna be like, I've got no chance.
Right.
That's some goodwill and good
fortune.
I don't even know what the leading scorer is for Skel.
So we've got AJ's got 5 points.
I've got the table here. I don't know what he's rank.
Andy and me. So okay, I've got a really easy question for you. I think this is a really easy question for Andy. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 teams in the Northwest Counties that start and end in the same letter. Name them.
Ooh. Are we going? Is it all 3 leagues?
Out of all the 3 leagues, yeah.
Right, that's going to take a while.
He's getting ready to pounce.
I'm going through the.
Well, I can't because there's no points guaranteed for.
I'm going through the alphabet now.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Stockport Georgians.
Correct.
There's one. Was that one of the 3 that you got there? Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 3 of them.
Right.
You never hint, but you lose 1 point.
I just need a bit of time. I'm just going through the alphabet. I'm going from north to south here.
You can hear the birds singing in the background now.
Nelson.
It'll soon be done.
Nelson.
Correct.
In my head then I'm thinking, is it Nelson Town? It's not, it's just Nelson, isn't
it? Yeah, it is, yeah.
I always like the question in the Football League, because there was 7 teams at the time, wasn't that started?
Yeah, there was like York City.
In Britain, but I think there was a trick one, wasn't there? There was like Celtic.
Yeah.
And they called Celtic.
Glasgow Celtic.
Glasgow Celtic, yeah, technically. Yeah. So that wasn't correct.
I nearly said a team then, I don't even think they're in the Northwest County. They're not actually, are they? No, they're not.
Like you say, you can take a hint.
No, give us a minute. Right, hang on. I'm in the north and south here. Let me go up to the Prem.
Interesting. There's going to be a lot of pregnant pauses here today, isn't there?
Grief.
This could take a while.
Yeah. Well, there's going to have to be a time limit on it, I'm afraid.
We need to set the countdown theme tune, don't
we?
Countdown.
Yes, should have that. But
I'll take 1 hint.
1 hint?
Well, he had a hint before. He still got 5 points, so I'm expecting 5 to get it.
How many different kinds of questions did I have to answer?
You were assistant manager last season when we played them away from home.
Garstang.
That's it, Killer. Well done. I got that. Brilliant, well done.
So I only get 4 for that?
No,
you give me 5?
Yeah, I'll give you the 5 for that.
Nice.
That was a little bit, but listen, I won't be as lenient.
Why did I not get that?
So it's up to AJ now.
I'm going Holker old boys then. Squire's gay.
It's a good question though, isn't it?
It is a very good
question. Yeah, it makes mine look shit.
So a little bit. Well, your questions now. Your question to Andy first.
Okay.
I'm going again.
Alrighty. So, Andy, which of these teams was founded first? You got 3. All right. Little and Remiker, South Liverpool, or Pilks?
South Liverpool.
Very good. South Liverpool founded in 1931, Pilks 1938, and Remiker 1959. Fair play. Franklin.
Yes.
I'm 10 points clear, you know.
He's going to give me a really difficult question here. I can feel it.
Which of these managers in the Northwest Counties was first to leave post, either by being fired or by resigning? Leighton Mills, at Darwin, Jerry Harrison at Nelson, or Lee Hill at Daisy Hill?
Well, it's between Jerry Harrison and who's the other ones you mentioned?
Leighton Mills and Lee Hill.
Leighton Mills was later on in the season, wasn't he? He's not giving anything away. So I've got Leighton Mills, Lee Hill, and I've got
Jerry Harrison.
Jerry Harrison.
Would you like to write this down? Take some notes.
I've got to say it's Jerry Harrison.
It is Jerry Harrison, yes.
Well done.
So Jerry Harrison was dismissed on 18th of August.
Yeah.
Lee Hill was dismissed on the 1st of September. And then Leighton Mills walked on the 8th of September.
So I said he was the latest, yeah. Brilliant. So it's up to Andy.
Very good, well done.
Right. These are just, there's no three
We've
of this.
We've gone on to a good start, haven't we, really?
Yeah.
Better than I thought.
So
some good questions.
Mine to AJ. Right.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's to me first.
Is it?
Yeah. We're going round in.
Or we deal to the left.
We're going in alphabetical.
I've got a couple of good ones, but you should get. Well, I know there's one you'll definitely get. Which Cumbrian non-league team play their home games at Borough Park?
Cumbrian team, Borough Park. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? This is a trick question, this, because I was going to say Holcombe Old Boys, but now I've got a feeling it might be Kendal. So I'm looking at the choices that I've got here now, because it's if it was Northwest Counties related and you've not given that information up,
you'd naturally say.
I'd naturally say Holcombe.
It's a non-league quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's... right, I think I know it, and I've not even mentioned it now.
Go on.
Workington Town.
Correct.
Yay!
Wow.
I pulled that one from nowhere.
Right, AJ.
The ironic thing is it's closed, so is that a technicality?
Yeah. You speak a lot on the podcast about this, and we spoke about this season. We had some players down. Skem won the Amateur Cup in 1971. Correct?
Yeah.
Who did they beat in the final?
You'll get so much stick if you don't get this one right.
Talk about it all the time, don't we?
We talk about the victory,
down, the winning it, but who did they beat?
We don't talk about who they beat. That's the thing.
Do your research.
Do your research.
It's not happy.
I got this.
How much research did any of us do over the last few days?
Well, I just researched what my questions were going to be, not what I thought other people might ask me.
Yeah.
Gonna need a hint here, and even then.
Well, I never even thought of taking a hint before. I could have gone all... I was going to go Kendal Town before.
I don't know what hint I would have given you.
And then I just remember, was it Borough Park, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Borough Park had been there.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
They are based in the capital.
I don't know, Wembley FC.
Oh no, I'd have taken the other hint first.
Nah, there's no way I'm getting this. I don't know the answer.
Right, your other hint would have been one of two. I'd say, in fact, I'll put two hints together, even though you've given up. It begins with a D, and later, further on, and don't ask me what year, further on in the life of said football club, they amalgamated with another team became a different name.
It's not Dart Square, is it?
No.
No, alright then.
Dagenham.
Never going to know that.
First one, you need to record this.
You forget that I've only been involved in non-league football for 2 years, whereas you guys have got well over a decade.
You should know Skem beating the Amateur Cup.
Nah,
I did have to Google it this afternoon.
Exactly, so we've never actually discussed who they played or who they beat.
No.
Never discussed it.
AJ, are you ready?
No.
Which is the longest serving club in the Northwest Counties Football League? I did my research on this one, and it came up several times as the same team, but I wasn't convinced because I looked at a lot of... Well, we discussed this, Andy and I discussed this today.
Yeah.
And
I thought the two that I mentioned were
Yeah.
I mean, I've got one in my head.
I would have done it if I'd have not looked.
I've got one in my head, but I can't really guarantee that it's the right answer. So I will take the first hint, please, Frank.
Oh, it's a difficult one to give a hint on this one.
Why? You should have prepared for this. You organised the quiz.
Well, the only thing I'd say is...
which league they play in.
No, you know what I'll say? We know that they play in the Northwest Counties, but what I will say is to you, and this is the biggest hint I could ever give to anyone, is I say promenade, you say promenade.
AFC Blackpool.
Close, but no. Squires Gate.
Oh, piss off.
Right. Anyway, listen, Andy, this is your question. You won't like me you probably tell me to piss off after this one. So, which Ryman Isthmian Premier League team is...
Ryman, we've kept it to Northern Prem and he's gone to Ryman Isthmian.
It is nicknamed the Tags, and they play at the Len Salmon Stadium.
Fucking hell. The Tags?
Yeah.
I need a hint.
Well, the hint is in the question, to be fair.
Stop giving him hints like that.
The hint is the Tags.
Isthmian League.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, because I've not given you that as a clue, I will give you another clue. It's something that you'll see on every keyboard in the country.
Look at this keyboard now. Sheffield Town.
No. Hashtag
United.
Yeah.
Hashtag United. We're not
I can just say it just for...
We're not passing it on this one.
Yeah, I'm not asking for the
points.
points.
You know why I said Sheffield Town, don't you?
Yeah.
Shift.
Yeah, good call.
Not a clue.
Right, go on. It's up to you, AJ, now. Questions for Andy first.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I think we're doing relatively well here.
Speak for yourself. Right, Andy. Who broke the goal-scoring record in North West Counties Division 1 North football in 2024-25 when he scored 43 goals?
Division 1 North last season?
Yeah. So since the split was implemented in 2018-2019 season, the record was broken last year. Who?
Well, obviously come up against him, didn't we?
Obviously got to be playing for one of the top teams.
I'm thinking I know the answer to this one, but it might be a million.
I'm not going to
away.
let you answer even if he gets it wrong.
No, well,
you didn't.
Yeah, well, I won't take the points, but
you will not. You didn't let me take any kind of credibility for hashtag, even though I knew the answer.
Because we worked on that one for a long time. We talked about them for a few weeks on the show.
Anyway.
So he's the leading goal scorer in the Division 1 North last season. We'd have played him.
Yeah. I'm going for every team now, from the top to the bottom. Or from the top 5.
Who finished top of the league?
LR.
LR, yeah. Oh, I've got a feeling it might be the one of the LR.
The last one.
Can you not?
No.
Why are you helping him?
I'm not helping him.
You are.
I wouldn't. I'm thinking it might be. Who was the ball? Droylsden. Not Droylsden. Nelson.
I'm thinking slightly different on this one, but
I need a hint.
Well, I'll confirm your sort of speculation there. He did indeed play for Nelson.
There you go. I can't remember his bloody name. Was he played there this season?
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Oh, no, shit. Max Kane? No, it's not Max Kane, is it? It's the other one. Was it something Frost?
I think that's a good shout.
Is it something Frost?
Jack Frost.
Carl someone? I don't know. I can't remember the Frost name.
Will you take the surname?
I'll go with Max Kane.
It's not Max Kane. It's Charlie Frost.
Charlie Frost.
Oh, that's what I said.
I had Carl Frost in my head, who I used to play with it with. So I get nothing for that. Nothing for a surname.
No.
Brilliant. Thanks very much.
Go on, it's up to me. Question for me now.
I nearly got there, didn't I?
Yeah, you weren't far off. So, FC United of Manchester play their home games at Broadhurst Park. Which area of Manchester is Broadhurst Park located?
Oh, I'd have got this in 2 seconds.
Well, that's not pretty easy, is
Which
it?
is why I applied
that?
That's not easy.
You get your own easy one later.
Can I say north, south, east, west?
No. You got 2 out of 2.
You know what?
You can, bollocks.
I did a little bit of research on FC United today, but I didn't think that would be a question.
Well, then what kind of preparation is that?
So it's not Thameside. Has he got it right?
He has.
Yes. How do you know it, by the way?
You played there.
I've not played there.
Have you not played there?
Yeah,
I thought you had.
You wouldn't automatically know the area it's in, though, would you?
You've let that ground for a couple of years. I have been there because Joe played there.
Oh, good for him.
So you want the name of the area? So like,
yes,
either Thameside, Trafford, that kind of.
Yeah,
Thameside, Wythenshawe.
Whichever one you want.
He's going to tell me every single one part of that.
Full Greater Manchester.
Blackley, any of them.
Oh, bloody, this is a really difficult question.
It's a very good
isn't
It's mad, isn't it? Because I knew it straight away.
Yes,
yeah.
But you're struggling. It's weird.
I'm struggling because I know the answer.
Know,
I've seen the answer somewhere, but I don't know I can't remember it off the top of my head. So okay, I'm gonna have to take a hint.
All right. I'm not really sure what I can give you for a hint here.
Well, you've got to give me a hint.
Do you know your trains at all?
Do I know trains? It's on the Northern Line.
That's London. It's not on the tram line, but it is on the train line.
No, that's not a clue there.
I know.
That's not a hint. You can't do
All
that.
right.
That's bad there.
It begins with an M.
An M?
Mm-hmm.
That makes it even worse. M. Oh, God. I can't think of anything beginning with an M. M-A, so it's either got to be a vowel, hasn't it? M-A, M-A-E, I-O-U, M-A. Stop laughing at me. Oh, crikey.
Unless it's a silent M, in which case there could be an L after it or a K.
No one knew you'd have done that for me. Let's not have to take the second hint.
Good lord.
I don't know. I'm just Googling anything about this place.
This is more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So come on. While my mind's still in gear. Oh, God, I can't even say. Oh, God, Mottram.
No.
No, I'm waiting for me.
You can't stop like that.
I'm waiting for me second clue.
I can't really give you a second clue because I've got no idea.
I'm still waiting for me
Where's
second
his 4
clue.
come from? I've got him on 0. Over 5, 0, 0.
Yeah.
I thought you got the last one.
Okay, so locationally speaking, if
What
you
did
like,
you ask him?
it's sandwiched between Failsworth
Oh, that's even bloody worse.
and Oldham.
Failsworth and Oldham.
So which side of Manchester are you looking at if it's between Failsworth and Oldham?
Bolton.
That's completely the opposite side, Frank. Bolton is west.
Failsworth is near Bolton.
No.
You're thinking of Farnsworth.
Farnsworth, sorry, yeah.
Farnworth, yeah.
Farnworth, sorry.
I haven't got a clue. Sorry.
Moston.
Mostyn! I knew it was Mostyn! I was close!
You ever seen Benidorm? He's like that. He's like the Oracle. I was just about to say that!
Listen, we're just doing a recheck here. What was your last question by...
For him? For you?
Yeah. What question did I give you?
You asked me... you asked me a really shit one that I hated.
Yeah.
Yeah, he swore.
Yeah. So you asked me...
Oh, you didn't get the question. Sorry,
Yeah.
you've only got one question, right? Sorry.
Right, it's my
It's
question
okay.
now,
Just... Yeah, your turn.
Right. You should get this.
This is my question.
You
first.
would think so.
Was it you first?
Yeah, me first.
Right.
Me first.
This is a good one.
We've got it clockwise.
Which league team did Chorley beat in the third round of the FA Cup in January 2021, and why did it make headlines?
Whoa.
Freaking hell. That's a
Well, I'll hazard a guess at why it made the headlines. Did they field an ineligible player?
Was that your final answer?
No, I'm just saying.
Well, what are you after here?
Yeah, this is 2 questions, isn't it?
Well, it's all rolling. To be fair, you can have the 5 points if you get who they played, but the other bit was because it was quite interesting of why it made headlines. Yeah. So tell me who they
You know
played,
what? I read this today and I can't remember. I do remember though it was they fielded an ineligible player and they got.
It wasn't an ineligible player,
wasn't it?
No.
All right. So Chorley, third round of the FA Cup. 2021. Now
think about when I say why was it not made headlines, but
sort of spoon
think when the third round of the FA Cup is and what year you're in and what we're right in the middle of.
Oh, the pandemic.
I mean, you're basically spoon feeding him half the answer.
No, it doesn't tell him what team it was.
It's fair enough, isn't it? Because 2021, we wouldn't have been under restrictions in January.
Well, I only need you to get the team, but so I'll tell you what. So Chorley played this team in the FA Cup, third round proper. I think they were a championship team at the time. There's a hint, and they pretty much had to play the youth team because most of the first team were struck down with COVID, or were not allowed to play because of isolation, from what I read.
So you got 3
points. I do remember it.
Championship team? No. He voluntarily give that information up. So a championship team.
It's basically the Chorley beat in the third round of the FA Cup in 2021.
at the time. So
that just made it a bit more interesting.
Could have gone up or down, Mush. Could have gone up or down.
I'm just trying to remember whether they were still in the. You know what? I'll go for something stupid like. Oh, go and give us a hint first.
They are a Midlands-based team.
A Midlands-based team. Well, that's it counts out Leeds United. A Midlands-based team. So Nottingham Forest, Notts County, Midlands.
It'll take a while, this one. No.
Okay. So it could be not. It could be Leicester City.
That's hint one.
Is that Midlands? Is that classed as Midlands?
I'm talking middle of the country, yeah.
So we've only got a few teams there, haven't we? Like Birmingham.
Final answer?
Yeah.
No. Derby County.
I was thinking Derby as well.
Oh my God. Your question next, AJ.
Right, I'm going to change this one slightly.
Pardon?
He's going to make it harder because he's...
Because you've already answered it. Right. Well, I was thinking on the podcast, but everyone will know it. Skem's top scorer this season is Brandon Carrington, which we mentioned before. Well, we sort of... How many goals has he currently scored?
11.
Fair enough, that's fine.
Oh, that was easy, that, because I mentioned it the other day to him.
Right.
I confirmed it. I knew them already. I keep the track of these.
Bollocks. Okay, so my question's coming up then.
I think we've had 4 questions apiece and we're all on 10 points.
Well, thank God for that.
Right, so okay. Pretty much in similar line to what you've just asked my question, but this is to AJ. Vauxhall Motors defeated which former Premier League club in the first round of the FA Cup in 2002, 2003?
Did you hear how he worded that? So, can you repeat the question, please?
Vauxhall Motors defeated which former Premier League club in the first round of the FA Cup in 2002, 2003?
I can't remember, I'll be honest.
Which former Premier League club?
I remember him.
Listen, if you'd have asked me this question, I think you'd have got it.
Oh, good for you, mate. You were around in 2002.
Well, only thing, because you can remember things, geographically. Like, I can remember, apart from bloody Chorley, obviously, but I can remember the likes of Marine playing Spurs.
Yeah.
Good for you. 2002. I was 8 years old. What on earth can I even remember about that one? I haven't done my history that much.
I should have asked Andy this question, should I?
Yeah, ideally. So this was in 2002. Former Premier League club. So that would have meant... Fox, yeah. So they wouldn't have been in the Premier League at the time.
I've got one in mind, and I don't think it is them.
So they wouldn't have been in the Premier League at the time that Vauxhall were playing them. Means they'd have had a bit of a substantial fall. What cup competition was it?
FA Cup.
FA Cup, right.
First round of the FA Cup.
First round of the FA Cup. So
like I said, it's a bit of a trick question there because you think automatically, Premier League, but then you realise that they don't play the first round of the Premier League.
No, they don't. So former Premier League club. So back then, they wouldn't have been anywhere near. They'd have been down there. So which teams were down in sort of your Division 2? So first round it would have been your League 2s and your League 1s. See, back then it was Division 3, Division 2.
Could have been in the conference.
Oh, the conference.
Could have been in the North West Counties. Not the really former Premier.
Has anyone made it that far? I'm going to need to take a hint here.
A hint.
Franklin, this should not be that difficult to provide me a
Well,
hint.
it's a London-based team.
It is a London-based team.
So the one I had in mind is a London-based team.
All right, okay.
I don't think it's them. Though. I'll be honest. I don't think it is.
I've got one in mind.
That's good.
No, I think two. No, one. It would be just one.
But you'd only have one.
All right. I'll take the second hint, please, Frank.
The second hint. It's a difficult one to give a second hint to this. I don't know whether I can. I can't think of one.
I'm stuck between two.
Yeah.
I can't even say whether it's North London, South London. I can't even
makes
say
so
that.
little bones to me. Right.
Well, I've got to give you another hint, haven't I?
Yes, you are.
Let me think of somebody that used to play for this particular team.
This is where it comes up with like stupidest, most like one appearance wonder.
No. In fairness, I'll be very good here. I'll give you a decent
recent one.
I'm going to write down who I think it is.
So they're a former Premier League club.
Right.
So they're not in the Premier League right now.
Yeah.
So they're not in the Premier League right now.
No, they're in the Championship.
They're in the
so that's your second clue. They're in the Championship.
So they're a London-based club in the Championship.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Go for Millwall.
Millwall.
No, it's not Millwall. I'd just say go for it, but
right.
I'm just trying to put you off a little bit. Go on. No, seriously, go on.
For 3 points.
Hang on. You can have a stab at it.
Can you not?
He's looking how frustrated he's getting there.
Well, yeah, because you're asking me like these stupid
it's like,
questions.
You know when you go to a pub quiz and you think, "Oh, really confident here."
Is it Watford?
Is that your last answer?
Oh,
not anymore. No.
Oh no, you've said Watford, so no, it's not. Queen's Park Rangers.
All right.
Right. So moving on to.
Yeah, well done.
You got it right. Moving on to Andy. So the last non-league team to win the FA Cup in 1901 was Spurs, but that's not the question. To make it harder, the last Premier League team to appear in an FA Cup final as a non-league club. So it's a Premier League team that's currently in the Premier League now that last appeared in an FA Cup final as a non-league team. Oh God, what a question! I love it. Yes,
so you've got a Premier League team now.
Yes.
But they got to the FA Cup final as a non-league club.
Yeah. First of all, did you know that Spurs won the FA Cup as a non-league team?
No, I know you were around then, but I
back in, what was it?
Didn't even know Tottenham
1901.
won the FA Cup.
1901.
I'm going to take a hint. I've got one in mind.
Right, okay. It was in 1903.
You're a piece of shit.
I'll have to take another hint then, aren't I?
Right.
It's going to say they defeated fucking Enfield FC in the final.
Right. The only other hint I can give you is it is on the south coast.
Oh, bollocks. I was going to say Wolves. Well, it's got to be Bournemouth
South
or
coast
Brighton.
is a good...
Bournemouth or Brighton, isn't it? Southampton aren't in the Premier League anymore.
True.
I'll go Brighton.
No, it's Southampton.
You said Premier League team, they're not in the Premier League?
Former Premier League team.
Oh, I didn't even understand that bloody... Anyway, 0. Bollocks to it. I had Wolves in mind.
Yeah.
I was going to say Wolves.
Yeah.
Is it me now?
No, it's AJ.
Right. To Andy first, isn't it? Right.
Right.
The question was actually the last Premier League team. So
they were in the Premier League.
They were in the Premier League. They've been in the Premier League, so... Southampton are in the Premier League now, aren't they?
No,
they're in the Championship. That's
they
what
they were relegated last year.
They're in the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs this year.
That's a
technicality.
That's a fad question. That.
Mr. God, he's not good at this.
Yeah, but it's definitely
talking shite from sort of last century.
Have they got? Well, they've got a chance of getting in the actually. They're in the playoffs, aren't they?
We're never doing a quiz with him again.
It says when was the last Premier League team that appeared in the side. So they were a Premier League team.
Good for you. Right.
They were the last. Which Premier League team appeared in an FA Cup final as a non-league team?
Yeah. Listen, you've got it wrong.
It's not a Premier League team.
Go on, AJ.
Okay, now.
Right, Andy. Right. Moving on, otherwise this will cause arguments.
Yeah, we'll be fine by the end of this, won't we?
Right. What kind of professional work used to be done at Droylsden's ground?
Oh, that's an easy one then.
Shut the fuck up.
It's like pole dancing.
Yeah.
We all know that story.
We've been there before. I know what your clues are going to be.
Well, it's the Butcher's Arms, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I was to say Butchers. Was it? If it's saying Butchers, was it an abattoir? Give us a clue. Abattoir, bollocks to it.
I'll take abattoir. Yeah, it's a slaughterhouse, but yeah, abattoir is
thank you very
same
much.
thing. Well done.
Yeah.
Right, who am I asking first?
No, you're not asking at all, matey. I've got to ask Frank.
You've got to ask me first.
Yeah, apologies.
There's a pregnant pause here as AJ goes into battle with his co-host, Frank Hughes.
Who's getting far too carried away with himself here.
I've enjoyed this.
Alright.
Well, I was until he got the last one wrong.
Yes,
and the one before that wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And the one before that wrong.
Yes. Yeah, you did. So, the question is, which was the last North West Counties team to win the FA Vase? And I'll be nice to you straight off. They're not in the counties anymore.
I wouldn't have said that.
So, which is really is a trick question, isn't it? Really, because they're not the last North West Counties. They were in the North West Counties when they won the FA Vase. Yeah. See, I know a couple of teams that did win it, and they won it back to back. And that was...
I'm going to change that question now because I know another one.
AFC Foul, but they were Kirkham and Wesham then. That's not my answer. I know the answer to this one, but I just can't remember who I'm talking about now. So they were in the North West Counties and they won the FA Vase, and it was in what year was it? So we know the likes of St Helens Town won the FA Vase when they were in the North West Counties, but they're not in the Northern Premier League. I thought you'd have given me... I thought you'd have at least told me which division they were in.
Why would I do that? You never did.
I gave you loads of clues before.
You absolutely
I did before I even give you a...
It was also in 2002.
It was back in 2002.
No, that was what your question was, wasn't it?
Right, okay.
He got on out in 2002.
So I'm trying to think. Oh, crikey. Oh, give us a hint.
It was in 2021.
2021, so it was during the pandemic. Oh, crikey. You know this one, yeah?
Well, it was one of my questions. I've just checked to you.
All right.
But I've just changed.
Oh, so either way, it'd been
But I did know it.
You did know it yourself, yeah?
That was
I know it. It's in my head somewhere, but I just can't scramble it back up to the top of my head.
Hint 1 taken.
Go on, let's have hint 2.
So they defeated Binfield 3-2 at Wembley.
You know what? I don't often swear, but you're an absolute... Binfield. Oh, God. Couldn't you give me a clue, like which division they're in, or whether they're in the north, east, south, or west?
Don't be silly.
Oh, see, my thinking was it would have been... But I've already answered the question. You told me it wasn't the answer when you mucked it up before. I was going to say South Shields, but it's not South Shields.
That's hint 3. It's not South Shields.
No, I'm just saying it's not South Shields. I thought it was South Shields the last time. But they weren't North West Counties, were they? No. I'm going the wrong way here. North West Counties, of course. So it couldn't have been Lower Breck. I'm going back in time now, so... Oh, God, this is awful. This,
for 3 points.
This is gonna be the longest show ever recorded in Speaking Frankly football history.
The last one I was on was 4 hours.
I know, yeah. It's down to him. It's his fault, you know. Ah, crikey. So they were North West Counties Premier Division. They got promoted to the the Northern Premier League. Crikey, who's been promoted in the last few years? Ah, right, I know the answer. It's very easy. I wish I hadn't been taking the hints now. Warrington Rylands.
Very good.
3 points.
Oh, my God, I'm not having that.
Right, who am I asking first?
Him.
Have you asked? Yeah, you've asked both questions, yes, so it's me. Me first.
Right, okay.
Make it an easy one. Listen, I'm having a tough time here.
You know what? In fact, no, I'm going to ask you this one.
Yeah.
That I said to you no, because it was originally, but you answered it before, so you know it. So I'm going to change because I've got extra information on it. So originally, it was in what year was the North West Counties League formed, which was 1982, because you know that. Cause you said before. So the question is, the North West Counties League was formed in 1982. Which 2 leagues merged to form the league?
The Cheshire League and the Lancashire Combination.
5 points.
Wow! Get in there, Sam!
Simple one for you. In what year did Burscough win the FA Trophy?
You're
just taking a lead on me, you bastard.
There's plenty of time to go. You weren't expecting me to get that one, right? You know what? That was one of the questions I was going to ask.
2003.
Correct.
You've not been looking on your phone then, have you?
2 easiest ones, that.
Right, okay, I'll let you off. So that's 5 points to AJ. Well done, AJ.
So the current scores, myself on 15, AJ on 15, Frank on 18.
Yeah, right, okay. So...
I'm going to line some hard ones up for him.
Right, I'm going to have to pull some really hard ones out here.
1901.
It was the linesman in the very first Lancashire combination.
You know what? I was going to ask you this question, but I'm going to ask you this question because it's...
Makes his own rules, this one, doesn't
it? So I'll ask you the... Right, okay. In 2016-17, which club became the first non-league side to reach the quarterfinals of the FA Cup?
Lincoln City.
Correct. Well done. That's a bloody good answer there. Would you have got that one?
No.
So, okay, my question for you is, you won't like me for this, which Southern League team...
I thought this was Northern.
Honestly. We discussed this in the group chat, mate. We were keeping it to NPL.
But it's a lot easier than you think, this one. So which Southern League team shared Watford's Vicarage Road ground?
He's such a knob, isn't he?
Not a clue.
But I'll give you clues if you take the reduction.
Give us a hint then.
Right, okay. A former famous ex-Premier hod carrier played for them.
Ex-Premier pod carrier?
Hod carrier.
Hod carrier?
Let's explain that one.
What the hell is a hod carrier?
Well, he used to carry bricks.
We'll call them bricks.
He was a builder.
Was it Lee Hughes? That? No, he's a Brummie, isn't he? Was it Lee Hughes?
Is that your answer?
No, you're on about team, aren't you? I'm asking who was the player.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I forgot for a minute then.
We need to iron out the rules after this one.
I know, yeah. No, what we need is
Right,
we need a proper quiz master that says, listen, your time's coming up.
Right, hint number 2, come on.
Hint number 2, it was between 1991 and 1993.
You're a piece of shit, Frank.
I want to win.
Yeah, you can't win by sabotaging. You got to win
between 91 and 93.
Yeah.
So 92.
It was a Southern League team.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that was when... Was the conference around then? Or was it still Northern League, Southern League?
Oh, I don't know. They were in the Southern League at the time.
Yeah, because it used to be Northern and Southern, didn't it? You had to get voted in.
Yeah.
And in what year was that?
91 to 93. So
yeah,
2 seasons.
Too late for them. He's taking the piss here.
I remembered it only when I obviously Googled it and found it, but I did remember. I could have given you a really, really good hint.
Well, go on then.
But it would have given it away.
Well, that's the idea of a hint.
Yeah.
Are they in the Football League now?
No.
How am I supposed to know Southern teams from London?
Right.
Yeah.
That's fucking...
You're not...
Wheelstone.
Fucking hell. Where did you pull that one from?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That is excellent. How did you pull that one out?
That is outstanding.
Oh, God.
Who was it played from? Was it Lee Hughes? It wouldn't have been Lee Hughes,
I think it was...
don't tell me.
Vinnie Jones, wasn't it?
Was it Vinnie Jones?
Was it Vinnie Jones?
Because Stuart
clue was...
Stuart Pearce used to play, but when you said... I was thinking him, right? But in 91 he was playing for Palace, because he played for United.
My clue was going to be... Do you want some?
Ah, dear. That would have gotten him a point.
A Wheelstone Raider.
Oh, sorry, I've given you 5 points and I should have given you 3. It's only 3, isn't it? Right, so it's AJ.
Alright.
Is this to me or to you?
To you.
It's to you. So this should be quite straightforward, I should think.
Are we going in the north of the country, or are we going...
What season was City of Liverpool last in the counties before being promoted to the Northern Premier?
Oh, you bastard.
What's the question?
It's a sneaky one. What season was City of Liverpool last in the Northwest counties before being promoted to the Northern Prem? Oh, right. It's not a bad one, to be fair.
I would say...
I think you just got to go backwards, haven't you? And think about that.
So they got relegated from the Prem this season. They got relegated.
You know what it'd be great is if you had 2 people to compare with, a little bit like...
University Challenge.
21-22.
Question of sport.
Nah, 18-19.
18-19?
Yeah.
All right. 19, 18, 19.
Yes, Frank.
Okay, it's my question.
Paul Manning was that was when he was born. All right.
My question.
Yeah. Which counties football league club, Northwest Counties that is, because we're keeping it local and, relevant to us.
Yeah.
Which Northwest Counties club are known by their nickname as the Lions?
Oh, bloody hell. The Lions.
I actually don't know that.
Northwest Counties. The Lions. Oh, you pulled a bloody difficult one out for me there,
I'm
AJ.
just really good at this shit.
You're saying that's a relevant question and easy, giving the impression that that's an easy question.
These questions are not meant to be easy, Franklin. They're just meant to be relevant, which is why he got.
If I said to you now, I know the answer, you'd be really piddled off, wouldn't you?
I'd more likely to say, "Tell me the answer," then.
Fair point.
You know what? I've got a feeling, and I might be wrong, but I'm going to go all in, balls deep. New Mills.
Incorrect.
No, it is. It's right, isn't it?
It's not.
Who is it?
Stockport Town.
Oh, bloody hell! Oh, I'm not having that.
You're going to have to, and you're going to enjoy it. New Mills are referred to as the Millers.
Oh, bloody hell!
Sausage.
It's me now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who am I asking first?
Me. Oh, bloody! I'm doing really
Dealer
bad
to the
here.
left.
I think he's picking because he's in the lead now, AJ. I think he's delivering.
Am I in the lead?
Yeah, he's.
I cannot be in the lead. That's just ludicrous.
Yeah, 18 apiece to me and Andy, and you're on 20.
That'll last one round.
Right, I've got two. So the
I'm
penultimate
going to
question
give
for
him
Frank.
I'm like just accidentally at the
So
top.
we're back to FA Vars.
Yeah.
Which Northwest Counties team? Bear in mind, I said Northwest Counties, not Southern League Counties.
Yeah.
Isthmian.
Jersey,
Remote.
Guernsey
Fair enough,
counties,
but
or
if you know the answer, you know the answer, don't you?
Normandy counties. Which Northwest Counties team got beat in the final of the FA Vars in 2009 and 2015?
2009 and 2015. I know the answer to this. It's dead easy. Glossop North End.
Bastard.
Brilliant. Nice one. Thank you. Thank you. I take the lead. Woohoo!
AJ. Right, so going off your previous question about City Liverpool, what year were they formed?
2015.
Correct.
Oh, you give him a bloody easy question there. He really needed a tough one now. He's gone ahead of me again.
He won't get the next one, put it that way.
What question are we on now? How many have we done so far?
This will be our.
One,
we
two,
think we started.
three,
We
four,
just finished round 8.
7, 8. I've had 9 questions already.
You haven't.
I have.
You've had 8. We've all had 8.
I've had 9.
You've not. You've had 8.
Have I?
I've asked you
I've had
4.
more. Oh, okay. So it's me. My question's to you now, AJ, isn't it? Yeah. Right.
In fact, one of the ones he's added in is a 0, so yeah, you've had 9.
Right.
Right.
He laughs because he knows he's being a bastard.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm just looking at
He
it.
can't read his own writing in the minute.
Right, okay. I'm going
In the
for it.
Gibraltar second division
Yeah.
in 1912.
Which plumber?
Right, listen, we all know that Ted Dickens scored a hat-trick in the 1971 Amateur FA Cup final at Wembley. But who scored the other goal?
I think it was it against.
Yeah, because he got that wrong, didn't he?
Oh. I've got one answer in my head. It's probably not the right one. There's another one I'm trying to remember.
You know what? I remember somebody asking a question.
You remember
once
being
about-
there, don't you?
Yeah, we all know that such and such a person scored a hat-trick in the whatever cup final it was.
Yeah.
Who scored the other goal? They turned out to be the same person that scored the hat-trick.
Yeah, shit, right.
That'd be brilliant, that.
Yeah. So there's your second clue. No, I'm joking.
Right, don't do that. Come on. Was it Richie Wade?
No. It was Andy Windsor.
I would never have fucking got that.
No.
The other one I had was Wally Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so question to Andy. Name the managers of all 3 clubs promoted as champions in the Northwest Counties.
You're a piece of shit, because that's...
It's an easy question.
It's not, I don't know who's wrong. Come on. So, hang on, where's my sheets here?
No, you can't look at your sheets. That's cheating. We said that's the one. That's the one. That's the one golden rule. You won't find it on there anyway. You won't find it on there. You might find one answer, but that's cheating.
I've read it somewhere.
I know, yeah.
That's cheating. I've lost it.
You're not going to answer all three anyway, are you? Let's be fair.
Darren Moore and Liam Page. Runcorn.
Oh, that's because you've looked at it. That's cheating, there.
I don't.
I'm just standing by, not for the points. Just.
Is it Liam Kelly? No. Withenshaw win the league? Not fucking clue. Mine's gone blank.
So you failed.
Who won the North this season?
Okay, AJ, you get no points for it.
So Moore and Page, James Kinsey at Withenshaw, and Aaron Ripley at Nelson.
I would never have got that. I don't know.
Correct.
This is the kind of shit that I excel at, but he gives me wanker questions.
I wouldn't know
it. They were good questions.
Concentrate on my own team.
Is it?
If you'd asked me last season,
Andy's question.
Is it me?
Last season, I'd have got them all.
I know, yeah.
All right, okay. So, as we know, Jamie Vardy started out his career in non-league, but what prevented him from finishing a full 90 minutes?
He was on a tag.
Very good, well done.
Oh, that was bloody easy, wasn't it?
Well, I had to mix it up.
When he asked that, I was going Stocksbridge Steels, then he went to Halifax, then he went to Fleetwood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go on, my question.
And then for you, all right, which Northern Premier League West club... Right.
See, he knew I was going to win this, so he's pulled out all the tough questions for me.
I'm just really good at quiz questions. Like I've actually put out some belters. Which Northern Premier League West club plays at the oldest built stadium in the division? Now I'm gonna add in a little interjection there. It's not Bury, okay? Because they've just been promoted, so they're not Northern Premier League West anymore. So which Northern Premier League West club plays at the oldest stadium in the division?
Promoted club?
No, which Northern Premier League West club?
That were promoted?
There's nothing to... No, I'm only saying this because it would be Bury, but they've just been promoted. So which club that is still within...
Well, that's not... technically, that's wrong, because they're still, until the AGM... They're still in the Northern Premier League West, so Bury. I've got the 5 points.
Could give a shiny shite, it's not Bury.
Well, it is, technically.
No, it's not. They've officially been ratified as being promoted. All right.
Yeah.
Exactly, so
Northern Premier...
have a think.
Ooh. Just trying to think of what teams that are... So I'll go through the teams. So we've got... We've got Bury, Avro, Runcorn, Stalybridge, and I'm thinking it could be that, but I'll go further down. Stalybridge, it's definitely not Vauxhalls. I don't know whether is Morpeth in there. Who finished at the bottom? Trafford, Wythenshawe Town. Prescott Cable. No, they were the division above. So it's the Division 1 West, yeah? Oh, crikey. I've got a feeling. I just can't... That gap between the teams there, I can't think of who else is in there. Clitheroe. Clitheroe is a good shout, isn't it, as well? So Clitheroe... I'm just looking for the reaction.
You can name every team, and you still.
I know, yeah, but I'll get a twitch out of him as soon as I've hit the nail on the head.
I don't want to know what you two do when I'm not here.
So there's Clitheroe in that division. Aren't they? Kidsgrove are in that division. He's hiding his face now, so he doesn't give it up. Who else is in that division in the middle of the table? Crikey, Division 1 West. So who are the other teams? There was Clitheroe. You know what? It's dead easy, this one. It really, really is easy.
I'm thinking
it's... I'm not going to say, but I'm thinking it's Bootle.
Well, you're going to need to say it, Frank. It's your question to answer.
Bootle were formed in 1901.
It's not listed in the question, has it?
Oh, come on, what was the question?
The oldest ground.
Which Northern Premier League West club plays at the oldest stadium
in
the division?
Sorry. The oldest stadium in the division.
Yeah, I'm going to write down who I think it is, but it might be wrong. For a simple reason that I have been there. No.
Right. I mean, considering there was a lot of letters there when you were writing that out, that maybe knocked Skelmersdale out of it. So Avro. I mean, Avro have been going since about 1950 something. Runcorn Linnets are not in the same stadium, so.
When you said Bootle, I was like, hey.
I know. I was thinking of the oldest team in the division. Stalybridge Celtic have been playing in their ground for an awful long time. But Clitheroe will have been as well. And then if you go further down, oh God, please help me. Inspiration somewhere. Oh, the oldest stadium. Well, you know what? I mean, if you'd actually go into them stadiums, then you can't. There's not even a telltale sign there, is there?
He's saying a lot and nothing at the same time.
I don't know yet, but you're not helping here at all, are you?
That's the point.
Oh, crikey.
I'm looking at the team. I'm not going to say anyone. But I'm looking at even looking at all the teams, I'll be like, I've not a bloody clue.
No?
Because there's some old teams in there.
So even looking at them, you wouldn't necessarily... 5, 10,
you're going to have to take a stab in the dark or take a hint.
23. So I could technically still win anyway, but by taking... Go on, I'll take a hint.
Right. Stadium has existed since 1903.
That's the best hint I've ever heard. Makes no difference to the whole.
Well, I don't.
It rules out a few.
A Morpeth in that division. Morpeth. I'm trying to think of any other teams that are in there. Crikey, it's so hard, this question. Ugh. Oh.
But yeah, it's just narrow enough that you know all the answers that you've got available to you.
When he gives you an answer, just tell him it's wrong, don't tell him who it is. And I'm going to go through the whole table. Because honestly, I picked out about 5 or 6 going, it could be them, it could be them.
I'll take the second hint.
Right. Just a minute, we'll find out.
These are not really hints, are they? These are hindrance rather than a hint.
Not necessarily.
Come on. Oh, he's trying to make it as hard as he possibly can.
They're based in Cheshire.
They're based in Cheshire. And they're in the Northern Premier League West. And they're based in Cheshire. Well, Stalybridge probably comes under... It's a bit of a trick question now, because you'd think it was South Manchester, and it could possibly be Cheshire.
I think I know who it is, but even now looking at it, I still don't know who it is. But I think I'd hazard a guess, but I'm not doing it.
Oh God, you know what? I just love to see the league table now and have a look, but I still don't even think it
honestly,
gets it
you'd
there.
look at it and go, I still don't really know.
Yeah. They're a Cheshire team. Well, it's definitely not Runcorn Linnets, because Runcorn Linnets are playing on a new ground.
Well, don't tell me who it is.
Relatively new ground.
Yeah. It's midnight.
You know what? I'm going to start looking stupid here, aren't I? Because I'm going to go. What was the other team I mentioned before? Clitheroe. So they're not in Cheshire. There's a possibility that Stalybridge is just on the borders of Cheshire, but I'm not convinced. Oh, God, come on, give me something. Throw me a bone, someone.
Gave you 2.
I know, yeah, but they're bloody useless, them bones.
Fuck all with them.
God, there's no way on earth anybody's going to get that based on your clues. Oh, you know what? You so much let me...
Listen, we're on a time frame here, or what?
Yeah, well, you know what?
Listen,
Andy, can I just suggest that... listen, I'm going to invite you now as the new host and speaker for Any Football. He can... Ralph! He's designed this so he can bloody win it.
Who scored the other goal in the 1972 Amateur Cup? Fucking no, it swings and roundabouts.
Okay, listen, I'm going to stay the Bridge Celtic.
That's not correct. No.
So it's got to be either Witton or Nantwich, and I'd say Witton.
Congleton.
Congleton?
Cleric Stadium's been open since 1993.
Well, technically, they're not in the... they've been relegated, haven't they?
No.
I thought they got relegated.
Only at the AGM. No, they actually didn't. They finished 18th.
Yeah,
Did they? Okay.
Just about got out alive.
Right, so it's my two last questions, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Frank's on 23. I'm on 23.
He's on
30. He's on 25.
25, yeah. So
who do you want me to ask first?
Yeah, what's me first?
You first. Right, it's a simple question. I've not said simple answer.
I'll make it easy for
It's a straightforward question.
Listen, I'm not threatening here, but listen,
this is one
there's
of
jobs
these,
on the line.
This is one of these questions.
There's jobs on the line here,
You
Andy.
either know it or you don't.
I will.
Oh, crikey.
And I've got a feeling you might do.
Oh.
Whose club's ground is named the Auto Safety Centre Stadium?
The Auto Safety
Centre Stadium.
It's a really good question. I love questions like that.
But I knew this North West Counties.
Well, it
Could
could be anywhere in Britain, to be fair, after the last few questions.
I think it's in the Isle of Man, that one, to be fair.
Oh, you just given the answer up there. The Auto Safety Stadium, also known as the Bowl. So no, you've got to tell me which league it's in.
Safety Centre Stadium.
Yeah, for 4 points, he'll tell you.
No, you've got to tell me which league.
Yeah, for 4 points.
I told you the Southern League. At least I told you the Southern League.
Yeah, we've kept it to
I
the
don't know anything
north.
about the Southern League.
We've kept it
There you go.
northern.
I've kept it to the north. Northern. It's northern.
They're in north.
It's in the north.
Maybe even in the west, if you like.
Like all the questions we've done are in the north, apart from yours.
Because we paid attention to the group chat, you didn't. So being one of the only one of us not with.
Safety Stadium.
Do you want the spelling?
Whose club's ground is named the Auto Safety Centre Stadium?
Oh, come on, you've got to tell me whether it's in North West Counties, Northern Premier.
For 4 points, you will.
You've got to tell me which one it is. Come on.
You didn't stick to the agenda.
It's the last question. Be a bit more gentle.
Yeah, but there's titles on the line here.
Yeah.
But I'm not bottom, so I'm fine with this.
I'm seriously thinking of phoning Nick Matthews up.
So you're going to do keyboard me?
You're not going to give that up at all now. There's no way on this. Okay, hint one, please.
Hint one. This is going to be tough. All right. Hint one.
Just tell them where they're not.
They played. What's say? So you want to know what league they're in?
Why don't you tell them what league they're not in?
Yeah. They're not in the North West Counties. Either leagues.
They're not in the North West
They're not
Counties.
in any of the North West Counties.
You know what? I think I know it.
Go on.
I think I know them. We just spent a few minutes going backwards and forwards and talking about them and saying that they don't have. Theirs is a relatively new ground. Runcorn Linnets.
No, they're the Apex Taxis then.
Oh no, the Taxis. Yeah, why did I say that? Oh bollocks! Oh, I hate you.
So
Who is it?
Prescott Cables.
it's the Cables.
Oh, Prescott Cables, of course.
I was just about to say that.
Oh, bloody hell! All right, that's it. I'm going bloody balls deep on this one now. Then, right. This question is for both of you.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Frank?
I've got
Andy still has to ask me one.
All right, so
I've actually,
yeah,
I
cool.
think.
Right. Skelm United have played their own games at Marine this season.
Yes.
It is called the Marine Travel Arena.
Yeah.
Previously, before that, it was called the Arriva Stadium due to a sponsorship deal. However, before the sponsorship deal, they had the same name for the stadium for over 100 years, up until the late 2000s. What was the stadium?
Fucking hell, that's a great one. So the stadium name was the same
So it's the marine travel. So for 100 years up until the late 2000s,
right? Okay,
it was the same name.
Okay,
and then the sponsorship deal, it was the Riva for a while.
Right,
the Riva Stadium for about 10 years, 11 years.
Right.
And
Okay.
that was marine travel,
even longer than that.
Okay, right. So if we think of it, that they've had over 100 years, roughly speaking, with the same name.
5.0 down for it already, because you'll never get it.
It's fair.
Well, if you don't know,
they won't have had a sponsorship by that point to name after the stadium.
I'll give you a hint before you even ask for a hint. It's not a sponsorship name.
No, I knew it wouldn't be. So, if you paid attention to what I was saying, you were giving that hint.
You know it.
Oh, I know it, yeah. I think you should pass the question over to me for 5 points, 3 points, 2 points. I think we've gone over our questions.
We've not. I've got them all in my table.
Can I take a hint, please, Andy?
You can have a hint. It's 2 words.
Yes.
And the second word is park. So it's something park.
Wow, okay.
So is he on his second hint now, is he?
No, that's his first hint.
He
still will never...
You just settle down.
We'll never get it.
No. It's breaking the records for the longest ever podcast recorded in the country. And certainly the longest ever quiz as well. We need a quiz master that can call time.
And keep it to a limit, yeah. I'll need the second hint, please, Andy.
And I'm the worst
First one begins with an R.
An R.
Yeah.
So something R something park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Robin Park. It's not Robin Park.
It's close though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the R of the park is.
Yeah,
listen, we're going to have to call Sam on this one.
After you faffed about.
I faffed about for 15 minutes.
You did. Rutland Park.
No.
Go on, Frank.
Rossett Park.
Rossett Park. The ironic thing is that now that you've said that, it's likely because I've
Googled
it.
The reason I talked about it was because we've been at Marine all season. I thought you might have seen it somewhere. Right.
Right. Okay. Are we on final questions here then?
That's fine.
No,
that's all done.
Is that all done? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so there's no other questions.
Well, if you want to ask one.
All right. It doesn't matter now. So okay.
You want to keep going until you're winning.
10, 15.
20, me and you are on 23, and AJ's on 25.
All right. Well, steward. And you know what? That's not fair. That is not fair at all.
He's the worst loser in the world. He's never magnanimous, is he?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm really glad that out of all of them, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got 15 questions right, so half the questions we got right.
I'm just glad everyone, obviously people can listen to this and know some of the questions I received were an absolute fucking joke.
Well, listen, if you think they were a joke, so I've got like 11 teams here, 11 players that are currently playing in the Premier League.
Cool.
Not playing in the Premier League, sorry. They played in the Premier League, but they're currently playing non-league football. So, name.
Is it Northwest based? I'm not saying.
No, it's right across the country.
Stephen Ireland.
No.
He broke his leg, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, it's Vets football.
Yeah, exactly. Vets football still.
Yeah.
All right.
So previous.
Sorry, I'll make it easier for you. Either currently or they played for a non-league team. So listen,
Adam Hamill.
Yes. So visually, right? This was gifted to me. And this is a visual question.
When this was going to come in. It's a bottle of white rum.
Yeah, this was gifted to me by a former Premier League footballer.
Pascal Chimbonda.
Yes, that's the one, Pascal Chimbonda. And it's still there, not touched a drop of it.
Right, so you got Pascal Chimbonda. I've just said Adam Hamill.
So is he still playing, Pascal Chimbonda? Or was that a totally different question?
No, I did change it to say that it was... And listen, you're not getting any points for this. I'm just letting you know.
All right.
But, Adam Hamill, do you know the team he played for?
The last team he played for was Litherland Remica and McGull.
No, the last Premier League club he played for?
Wolves.
Wolves, yeah, correct. So anybody else like to have a guess at any other players? I'll give you clues then. So he played for FC St Helens this season.
Jefferson Montero.
Yeah.
Plays a Vets team, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, he plays for Wythenshawe team, right?
No, Wythenshawe Vets, yeah.
I'm just saying he played for FC St Helens.
Right, okay, yeah.
So he's currently playing for FC United right now.
Oh, Andre Wisdom.
No.
Adam Lafondra.
That's it.
Well, Andre Wisdom's played in the Premier League. So there's another one. But you've not got 11.
I mean, most of these are current, like, so... let's see.
Andre Wisdom's played every game this season. For
this player's currently playing for Hungerford Town.
Hungerford Town? Oh. Makes no bones to us. They're not from round here.
He played for West Bromwich Albion.
James Morrison?
No.
Chris Brunt?
Chris Brunt.
No. Damn it. I think he played for Liverpool as well, didn't he? Was it Southampton?
I mean, for crying
no, Southampton.
Gareth Macaulay?
Nope.
No. Good.
Charlie Austin?
Charlie Austin, who's English and played for Burnley.
Played for QPR, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
So, he's currently playing for Barlow, or he was, and his last Premier League game team is Swansea.
Wayne Routledge?
No.
I love how he stares at me with like a judgmental, what the fuck?
I'm trying to think where Barlow is.
Wales? London?
Leroy Lita.
Oh, right.
Leroy Lita.
So he's currently playing for Chatham Town.
Okay. Chatham Town. That's not from round here either.
No, it's not either. But he once played for Newcastle.
Newcastle, and now he's at Chatham Town.
Yeah. He's a bad man.
Oh.
He's got his own podcast.
Joey Barton. No, he's playing for Prison FC, pardon me.
Prison FC, yeah.
Kieran Dyer.
No.
Lee Bowyer.
Now Ranger.
Oh, Snap, of course.
Yeah. So there's a few of them here. So you've got Grant Holt, that is playing for Dereham Town. Gary Hooper, who's playing for Malden and Tiptree. Gavin Hoyt, who's playing for Sittingbourne. He used to play for Arsenal
and Birmingham.
Michael Woods, playing for Morpeth Town. Used to play for Chelsea. Marvin Sordell, playing for Uxbridge. Now
Olympic
used
team.
to play for Burnley. And that's it, yeah.
Andre Wisdom was a great shout. It
wasn't
on the
list.
list.
To be fair, yeah.
No. I mean, there was only one there. According to this, if you look at current non-league players that have played in the Premier League, these all came at bar Pascal Chimbonda. But, you know...
We know they did.
I'm not saying they were particularly correct. So, listen, well done to AJ. That's given us a lesson in non-league football.
A lesson to ask harder questions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've listened.
Fair play.
Considering that I was the most constructive with my questions, the better questions, you still managed to compete with me. You moaned about the questions, but you've won.
This is true. I think that's more based on the sort of general wellness of our questions as well, challenging you, quite honestly, mate.
Yeah.
Because, there were some belters in there, from each and all of us, really.
The attempt was we were going to try and stitch you up, but I think I've been stitched up here.
So you stop dicking about in the Isthmian League.
I'm just glad I've not come last.
Yeah. Well, we're joint last.
To be fair, to get
joint second.
To get 23 points from a Southern League quiz, it was quite good.
It was decent, to be fair, yeah. At least we read the agenda.
Have you enjoyed yourselves?
I have enjoyed myself.
Yes,
So what do I win?
Pleasant.
What you win? You've already had them. No, you're not getting that. But you've already had them, haven't you? You've had your 12s. You've had your thrills, you've had your 12s.
To be fair, he's had 12s as well. Belting.
Yeah.
Right then.
Well done. And listen, we leave the final words to the dulcet tones of AJ Viget.
And possibly for the last time this season. Oh, certainly for the regular season.
I think we got one more show next season.
Have we got one more show next week?
Yeah.
All right, very well. So in the penultimate show.
It's a non-league quiz again.
It's round 2.
But it's just going to be non-league quiz. We're going to just spend the whole show.
Next Thursday.
Yeah.
The whole show, we're just going to have questions.
One big quiz.
Yeah.
You've been listening to the Speaking Frankly Football Show with me, AJ Vegette, my co-host, Mr. Frank Hughes, and guest panellist, Mr. Andy Barlow. This podcast is available on streaming services wherever you get your podcasts, including Spotify and Amazon Music. Please rate and review, as we do thrive off hearing your feedback. Please also subscribe so that you can find out firsthand when a new episode of the show has been released. We are also available on social media sites, most prevalently Facebook and X, under the banner term Speaking Frankly Football Show. And so from myself, Frank and Andy, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next week for another episode of the show. Until then, bye-bye for now.